Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and click see all notifications. What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? It's your boy Ed Honcho, and this is Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer network. So that means we're talking about all sports, but only Houston. And y'all know what it is, man. It is Wink Wednesday. So shout out to Wink. How you feeling this evening, Wink?
Man, what's going on, everybody? Sauce Nation, Sauce Network. You know how we live.
Already. Well, today I got to tell y'all, man, it's going to be some super special sauce, man. I want y'all, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I told y'all earlier I had a little situation. I didn't want to get into the details. So I'm telling y'all, man, that if things don't work out, this may be the last sauce for quite some time. So we're going to make it a real good one. I'm hoping that it's not. If y'all can, man, hit that donation action, hit that Streamlabs or the PayPal link, please. I have the super chats cut off because that shit won't come for 48 fucking days, so that would not be beneficial to the situation. Yeah, that's how that super chat game work. You know, people be thinking you getting that love, but it's a whole bunch of extra shit with that super chat shit, and it wouldn't be viable for the situation. Not that I don't appreciate it, because trust me, I do appreciate everything and everybody showing love. But if you can help save the sauce, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that link in the description below. Or if you're on the phone, there's a little I button. You can hit that little I that's on the video for information. It's got a link there. You know, we trying to get this thing stirred. I got into like I said, I'm not gonna go all the way into the details. Hopefully everything works out. But if not, I'm gonna have to do some other things. And like I said, we may be out of pocket for a while. And I would hate for that to happen, man, because we've been putting in this work. I'm trying to bring y'all this shit every day. We're trying to take this shit to a next level, and without trying to do anything too off the wall. So I have to do the most reasonable shit though to sustain my other livelihoods. But with that being said, man, let's get into some motherfucking H-Town talk, man. Let's talk about some things. Let's see what we got shaking. And again, like I say, we changing up the look a little bit, trying to do some different things, trying to give it some more action. But y'all know how we start this thing off, man. Y'all know how we start this thing off. First and foremost, Sauce Sports is all about y'all, the freshest motherfucking ingredients. So, man, let's make sure we get that roll call action in. You know what I'm saying? If you are from Houston, shout out your side with pride. If you're not from the city, then let us know where you're from, man. Shout out your city, state, town, hood, set, click, gang, mob, squad, territory, province. However you represent, however you located, cul-de-sac, whatever you're doing. However you identifying, all that good shit. Go ahead and let us know so we can show you just a little bit of love on that, man. And shit, with that being said, we're going to talk about a couple of things. So let's see what we got in the mix. Let me make sure I reward y'all with some flavor because I did get in here a little late, so I'm going to tighten y'all up. Let's see what we got. We going to hook y'all up with a little bit of flavor. We ain't going to give y'all too much. Y'all start getting greedy for the sauce. Already. I don't want the real chat. I don't want the top chat. I want the live chat. I want to see where all the live at 5 folks is. Let's see what we got. Already. I see. Where our new units, shit. I wish we had some new units instead of them hoes. Well, who was that said it was looking like some FUBU units that was spits talking about them hoes look like FUBU made them hoes or some shit. Them goddamn Titans jerseys.
Got Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Hashtag save the sauce.
I forgot who put them in the chat, but they whack.
I appreciate that.
I'm not feeling them at all.
I appreciate that love. Oh man, it's your birthday,
Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Hashtag FEEDSCOTTIE.
Happy birthday, Voodoo Child.
Hashtag FEEDHONCHO.
Look, I'm feeling water on myself and shit, man. And I apologize. Well, one, I want to apologize for the piss poor stream I had yesterday, man. I was just out of there. Like, them fucking hiccups was kicking my ass.
Got Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Man, hey, that shit make me feel the love, man. I appreciate that. Y'all got that love for the sauce, man. Trust me, that makes me feel good and extremely appreciate it. I thank y'all very much. I've been sipping on the ice cold water and everything. I'm still got the sweats. But last night I had them fucking hiccups, man. I had my chest hurting, had me all fucked up. And then I got off the stream. They went away for about 10 minutes, came back, was beating me up all last night. And I finally, I don't know, like I said, I drank water, but I want to say thank you to everybody who sent me their homemade medical remedies and all that shit. And like I said, I just appreciate the love and support that y'all show, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do take that to heart, and I thank you all, man. So again, let's see. Like I said, let me shout out what we see. Where y'all at, man? He said the Titans copied our helmets. I haven't seen the helmets. What are the helmets? What's the difference in the helmets? I haven't seen those. Let me see where we are. I see Kingwood already. Kingwood in the motherfucking mix. Well, that's what we got. Arkansas in the motherfucking mix. Southside, South Park. Shout out already. H-Town, Houston, Hold It Down, Treyway already.
If you are, then you can go ahead and come on down.
I already spits what's the motherfucking deal. We were just talking about how you say the motherfuckers looking like their FUBU unis. Southern Illinois, what's the motherfucking deal? Harm, Clark already. Nashville, get out of here. Bayville. Greens Point. You know what I'm saying? I already. Trizzy, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Harris County, what's up? Houston, already. Yeah, I seen them Titans units, man. I'm less than impressed, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm less than impressed than what I saw out there. Shit. You know what I mean? They trying to do some any and everything. Oh, that Borpus Bristy in the mix. Already Belgium in the mix. That's what's up. Okay, they Pearland already. That's what's up, man. It's good to see all y'all, man. Like I said, I want to make this a real live sauce. I'm hoping this ain't going to be it for a minute, man. So we're going to make sure it's good. We're going to make sure it's turned up. We're going to make sure we talk about any and everything. And, you know, normally on a regular sauce, it's usually it's a round table. I go long or try to keep it at 45 minutes. But we gonna stir the sauce as long as y'all want to stir the sauce. I know if you ain't got nothing else going on, man, we can go hard. But if you got something going on, you just let me know. We'll make sure we take care of that. But
we good, bro.
Okay. Already, Trees. I'm gonna hit you up after the stream, man. But we gonna make it shake, man. We gonna motherfucking me make it shake. Cause like I say, look, y'all been holding me down, and at least I can do is make sure this thing is semi shaking. So I want to talk about first. Let's just kind of skip around a little bit because I know y'all want to talk about that thumbnail, and I know y'all saw RG3 got signed to the Ravens. I want to talk about that situation a little bit because I kind of feel like I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like RG3. Like, I mean, being straight up and down, I don't like RG3. I'm not a fan. You know, I just don't like. Who was it? What was it? Cornball Brother or something like that? Who was that said that shit?
Yeah, that was Rob Parker.
Yeah, you know, I'm just not a fan of RG3, but I do kind of feel like the Texans may have made a slight mistake by not even entertaining it. You know, because I like Whedon. Don't get me wrong, I like Whedon. But why not go out and get somebody who has the same skill set?
Yeah, I said the same thing, and that's what I said in the thing when Wise had put it in the chat, and I said it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? Because with he could have been rookie RG3, and he potentially could have been that guy all over again in a tight spot when we needed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people probably say, hey, you probably put too much on that, but the fact his body been able to heal,
exactly.
He was only going to play in an emergency situation anyway, so it's not like we're going to be counting on him, you know, for games and to be holding us over. You know, nobody wants to be in a situation where they be in, like how the Vikings were just in with Case Keenum and all of that situation. Even though their situation was great, but that's an outlier situation. Situations like that don't happen often. And the fact that a backup won a damn Super Bowl in this past, against the greatest quarterback ever, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous, But, it is what it is. Things happen, and, the Ravens got a decent player, that we could have had. But I don't think he'll be best served with the Ravens at all.
Got Houston on my back, because I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
I mean,
hashtag save the sauce. Here's the last of my PayPal. Come on, PPLS.
Man, I appreciate that love, Voodoo Child, holding down. Real family, I see you talking about the thing. I'd have to go back and check it, but you should it should have like multiple options on the Streamlabs one, so it should give you like 2 or 3 choices. If not, then just let me know, and later on in the chat I'll see if I can go change and put the super chat thing back on. But good question. I saw somebody ask in the chat, and I'll let you answer it first, and then I know how I feel about it. Who would you prefer, Kaepernick or RG3?
Really, either or. The only reason why I probably go Kaepernick is because he produced. I know what he could do with this type of defense and running game. I know exactly what he would be able to do with these type of options, and he's never had this type of offensive weapons. Honestly, both of them really could be best served with the same, because RG3, I will say he has the prettier ball, and the better deep ball accuracy. That he does have over Kaepernick. That can't even be refuted. And if we run it, both of them could run pass options. That would be both, be a major plus for us. The type of offense that we're talking about implementing, it really wouldn't matter. I mean, it's really about pick your poison. The only reason why Kaepernick gets a little bit more is because of the health reasons, and he's played at a much higher level throughout his career than RG3 has, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. It was a lot of expectation. That RG3 in that lucky year, I mean, it was supposed to be 1 and 2 who was going to do what it do. A lot of people even had RG3, better than Luck. I mean, it was a real close competition. It was a lot of, and so
initially he was.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Luck came to him. Luck just got into an unfortunate situation. And speaking of Luck, do you see the Colts going after Nelson with their first pick?
No. Not at all.
Oh, so you don't see him getting no protection?
Huh? No, I don't. I don't see it. They haven't shown it. Their defense, honestly, bro, they in such a rebuild mode. The best thing for them to do this draft is to trade back. Best thing for them to do at this point in time, especially considering what they didn't do in free agency. You have more than enough. You're going to have more than enough money to roll over the next year, and you're going to already have even more money next year. It's going to be – they're going to have a surplus to do whatever they want to do next year. Okay. They're going to be rebuilding for the next 2 to 3 years, just depending on what they're doing. But they do have a solid GM who did make a lot of moves. He did go out and go get Malik Hooker, and he's solid across the board. You know what I'm saying? Now you need dudes in front of him. Now you need a partner, a strong safety. If they were smart, they would go give Vaccaro and Reed. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that's out here that they could be benefiting from right now, but they're not making no calls. They're not picking up the phone, and the GM is not doing his due diligence to make sure that Andrew Luck has the best team offensively and defensively. He can't keep doing it. He can't keep doing it all by himself if he comes back in this football team. I mean, the best thing for them to do would be to get Nelson, but they're not going to do that. They're just not going to do that. I don't see it.
So who do you see the Colts going with in their first pick?
Honestly, I see them going defense. If Bradley Chubb is there, they're going to get him. Okay. I think that's the talent they can't pass up on.
Because the Colts has always been known for a while, even when Peyton was there for a while. They were always known as kind of a soft team, that indoor team. They was good indoors, but they weren't really a defensive team. Right. They had that potent offense until they went and kicked. Who was they picked? They had Sanders and they picked up a couple of players. They kind of tied.
Yeah, they had the White Freeney. They had Did Richard Seymour play for them? I know he played for the Patriots, but I can't even remember.
I don't think. I'd have to ask. I don't want to say because I don't want to say no and be wrong about it. If y'all know that for a fact, y'all let us know in the chat if Richard Seymour ever played for the Colts.
And then they had old buddy who was the one who just retired about a year or so ago.
Mathis.
Man, what's his name? Yeah, Mathis. Robert Mathis.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And he never had a dancing part. I mean, yeah, true enough. They got names like Jabal Sheard and they got John Simon, but that's not enough. That's not enough, man. They need pass rush. They at a point now where they even need more receiving options. Yeah. Like across the board, they need a tight end. They need a running back. They need so much. If you really want to help Luck, one or two things need to happen. You either need to get Saquon Barkley if he falls to you, or you need to get Nelson. If you want to help Andrew Luck. If you just want to build your team and just start going defense, you might as well, because you have no defense to speak of. And and if you want Andrew Luck to put points, what is he going to need? He's going to need the ball back, so the defense is going to have to show up.
Exactly. Okay. So somebody asked about, and like I say, make sure you ask some questions. Like I say, if we don't get to them immediately, I'm writing them down so that we do make sure that we get to them. Somebody asked,
what do you think they're gonna do though?
I'm hoping if they got some fucking sense, I would hope that they would go O-line. But like I say,
I want them to be competitive again.
Yeah, but like Voodoo say, Voodoo say they hate they care less about the O-line than we do. Yeah, and that was the thing. I want to get some W's against competitive Colts, because we've gotten we got that one up in Indy, but it wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't Peyton. And that's the one we really wanted. We really wanted that action with Peyton. But, of course, we didn't miss that opportunity. This thing came and went. But that's been a notoriously difficult place for us to play. But then, when it's a shit team, it doesn't feel the same. It's not like you earned it against that team that was competing for Super Bowls, that was continually in the conversation, And so that's
to be the team, you got to beat the team.
Exactly.
And I want them with the best players. I will not rest until this team. I will always say, if
got Houston on my back, because I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Hashtag Silver Sauce.
Hold on one second. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Wayne. Goddamn, Jay Dizzle.
$100? Oh
God
man,
damn,
Jay Dizzle, bro, you got to be on the round table this weekend,
man,
bro.
Yeah,
he got to be on the round table this weekend to spill some sauce, bro.
Yeah, you got to holler at me. We gonna chop it up, man. I gotta just take space. Like I say, if I don't, like I say, I just don't want to get into exactly what's going down, but man, I appreciate it. I mean, you have no idea how much of a big help you just been. I appreciate that shit, man. I thank you. Look, honorary J Dizzle sauce line tonight. So when we get that sauce line cracking, make sure y'all shout out J Dizzle when you call in. When y'all show some love to J Dizzle for helping keep this thing in action, man. Shout out to Voodoo Child. Shout out to Mr. Killer KB. Shout out to White Persuasion. I appreciate all y'all and everybody behind the scenes, trying to figure the things out and everything else, man. But that was a super love, right? Thank you, J Dizzle.
Yeah.
All right, took that time. So remember, J Dizzle sauce line. Okay, so where was I aiming to cut you off? What were you saying there?
Oh, I was saying, damn, what were we saying? Like, if somebody can remember what the fuck we saying, please put that on chat, because I think we was on a roll.
Yeah, we were talking about the Colts, and we were talking about being competitive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm saying, in terms of, like, teams, like, you just want to beat the teams who got these great quarterbacks to say that you can, but do you know what that does when you beat great quarterbacks? Because when you talk about the teams, you're talking about the quarterbacks. When you say the Giants beat the Patriots, you don't say you say Eli beat Tom Brady, because that's what happened.
Exactly.
Regardless of how the situation happened, at the end of the day, Eli Manning put his team in the best position to outbeat Tom Brady, period. I don't care how it looked. I don't care how it happened, because if that would have been us, would we be complaining as Texans fans with the mediocre successes that we've had throughout our tenure? Fuck no. So enjoy it while you can.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because how can you even like hate on I mean, Eli Manning ain't the greatest quarterback ever. He got some numbers, you know what I'm saying? But the fact he showed that it wasn't a fluke, and he went back to back, like, and beat this man when his brother, who was the greatest quarterback of all time by some people, was saying this shit, like, he did it with ease.
Yeah, shit, he got him two before his brother was in the league for a while. He came in and snatched him a high two real quick. You know what I'm saying? And before Peyton even got his extra action.
He got two before Peyton?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He went to 2 Super Bowls before Peyton Manning. That's great. Well, no, not before. He went to 2 Super Bowls. He lost that one to the Saints, about a year prior. But it was just like, bro, he beat Tom Brady like a couple of years apart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, that's dope. So speaking about that, somebody was asking earlier about Gronk to Houston. Do you see any kind of situation where that happens?
Who?
With Gronk from the Patriots.
Gronk? Oh, God. I mean, it'll end the tight end woes that we have. The system ain't going to be the same that he was doing to New England, because we're getting away from that. If anything, I'm going to go ahead and say this. He'll be, with Deshaun Watson, he'll be far more lethal with Deshaun Watson being able to roll in and out of the pocket from an athletic standpoint. He'll be far more lethal. And we're talking about getting wide open in the end. Oh my God. It's just a matter of health for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got health problems, and he didn't took a beating his damn, but he won't have to worry about taking a beating from us, because I can say we've injured him more than any team in the league. We injured him in playoffs. We didn't injure him in season. We injure him whenever we play him, for the most part. I mean, it's maybe 1 or 2 games that he just played against us over the last 7 years that he didn't came out unscathed. It ain't no, and then if he do end up getting his ass be hurting when he come out of a game with us, because we don't play no games with Gronk when we go there or he come here. It don't matter. He gonna get his work. He gonna get work.
with them corny ass jokes he got.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a cornball. You talk about the cornball, brother. Gronk is corny.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all know this because somebody in the chat the other day put in that like he's doing stand-up comedy.
That was me.
Now, it was bad. Like he is the joke.
Yeah, he's like. I watched some of that shit. You like what? Stick to football. Stick to football because he was talking like some shit, trying to be like, "Oh, I've never even been to Tom Brady's house. I want to go. Hey, Tom, invite me to your house, man. I won you all those Super Bowls. I want some." It was like it was just like,
nigga, you were only in one Super Bowl that was won. Yeah. Like everybody, all the other times they were winning without you. Matter of fact, you lost more by being in the game than you have being out of the game. What are you talking about? You're like you're 33%. And the 3 Super Bowls that the Patriots have went to the last time that you actually contributed to. What are you talking about? Exactly. It's like either you missing one or Julian Edelman missing one. And he's far more, I won't say he's more valuable than you, but if we're talking about who's going to have more catches, who's going to have more yards, and who's going to make some big impact plays, Julian Edelman when healthy, bro, I can't stand Julian Edelman, but Julian Edelman be doing shit, and he be making people look stupid. He's so goddamn shifty and small that he talks shit, and I hate his hat. It's like, the fuck out of here. Like, shut up.
That's
he be talking shit. Like, bro, shut up. But we can go ahead and move on because I feel like with their little situation with them trading Brandon Cooks away, bro, that didn't bode well for them.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap.
Sports Fan Entertainment put out a video talking about that, and I seen Killing Boys in here. Shout out to Killing Boys because I've been following NJ for a while now. You know, because you always need to know what the opposition is talking about to see if they make any sense and see if you can gauge anything by how they talk about their own football team. Yeah, and that's what I use it for. You know what I'm saying? So he was talking. And, you know, he was against the move like I was. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, y'all already got rid of Amendola, who be coming up with some lucky-ass plays. He's gone. Yeah. You have no – Gronk and Edelman both got injury concerns. Brandon Cooks is gone. And one of the guys in the shit was talking – and in the comments replied back to my comment was like, yeah, they got Dorsett from – I'm like, Dorsett is trash. You know what I'm saying? And then the dude had the nerve to say that Brandon Cooks – was compared to Ted Ginn. How come every guy that runs fast and knows how to run deep routes is compared to Ted Ginn? Bro, get out of here, bro. Like, he is not Ted Ginn whatsoever. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
On that Gronk situation, I see a lot of people. I see it's kind of 50-50. I see a lot of people saying yes, a lot of people saying no. I agree with the no for the injury concerns because we've been dealing with a whole bunch of that shit.
Right,
but like you said, it would be very interesting to see what he could do with the Deshaun Watson. But I don't see it happening. Because when you go and get rid of Cooks, they got to keep some type of consistency. You know what I'm saying?
You can't get rid of Gronk now. If you got rid of Gronk right now, cool. You mean to tell me you're gonna rest all your havens? You're gonna rest all your laurels on Julian Edelman, and we know he can't stay. And all we got to do is catch him across the middle one good time, and it's a wrapperoni with cheese. You can't do that to Tom Brady on his way out. He has to be able to go to a Super Bowl, and this ain't. And honestly, this ain't the time for him just to be plugging in nobodies because he ain't gonna be able to do that again. I'm sorry, you haven't had enough time. You don't have enough time left in your career, and it's nothing they can do schematically to improve having proven players who we know can route run, have good hands. If they would have got somebody like Jordy Nelson, then okay, you could justify that move. But the fact you didn't even get any big free agent, Allen Robinson or hell, even a Tavon Austin, and he's trash. But Tom Brady, he would be better with Tom Brady. Every fucking receiver is for the most part. Dorsett, he's gonna fail. He ain't gonna make no impact. Dudes is gonna be eating on him because he has a limited skill set. Gronk could potentially can be hurt, and so can Edelman. So I just don't know about their situation. And they lost Solder and Fleming. So that's another problem. And they lost Deion Lewis. They're losing more than they're gaining right now. Yeah, they may have got an extra first-round pick, and that's a late-round pick. That's the 23rd pick. It ain't like they're getting no top 10 pick that they can trade out of and accumulate even more picks.
Yeah, and let's talk about that though. Let's talk about that pick. What do you see them trying to finesse with that move? Do you see them going after a quarterback? I've heard several rumored names. I've heard Laletta. I've heard Rosen. I've heard, you know,
man, I'm gonna call it like it is. I think they're going after Lamar Jackson, bro.
Really?
I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what they're doing.
You think they're gonna change the game up?
They already had a similar quarterback in Jacoby Brissett. Why wouldn't they do it?
Okay.
They already had a similar quarterback, and it's not like he hasn't had Bill Belichick hasn't had a dude that could come in, win some games against some good ass teams, and have some athleticism. You think he ain't looking at the Houston and what Houston did? I think we was the team that probably even changed his mind even more about having that athletic quarterback. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of looked at Deshaun and said, "Damn, what I could do."
And what Deshaun did as a rookie, and you think Belichick can't have that same success with a quarterback? Come on, man. Belichick can do what he wants to do, and if he can make Matt Castle look good, if he can make Brian Hoyer and these other guys that have had to play in place of Tom Brady during the season that he was hurt, and they still made the playoffs, or if he was on suspension or something like that, and he's still getting it done with quarterbacks that shouldn't even win.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me that Lamar Jackson isn't instantly going to be a much better player and have the best mechanics and the best coaching possible? Come on, man. It makes sense.
Absolutely, man. And you know, like I say, because they talked about that rift kind of in the locker room between Belichick and Brady. Like there's some tension, right. You know, the situation with the TB12 clinics, and there was an issue with old buddy that just left the San Francisco, Garoppolo.
Yeah,
you know that Tom Brady was like, they said Tom Brady was acting like a hoe with him, like he wasn't trying. Like this is the thing that kills me. Why everybody's talking, oh, he backed up Tom Brady, or you know, he was behind Tom Brady for all these years. Tom Brady don't show nobody no love. Tom Brady don't be tutoring them dudes. Like they even come and say Tom Brady don't really be trying to assist them because he don't want nobody taking his job.
No.
He on that James Harrison
he
shit.
Don't even
you know what I'm saying?
With him. He know you can't take his job. Yeah. He has the most secure job in all of football.
Yeah.
Other than Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but then I'm wondering, is Belichick going to try to bring somebody in who's just so overly talented? Because you mentioned Lamar Jackson, he's got talent. You know what I'm saying? And so you bring somebody in who's so overly talented, who just brings such a different skill set, you know, and can do some things. And all it's going to take is for Brady to get dinged up just a little bit, let Lamar get on the field. And if he makes a couple of plays, people going to start thinking about Deshaun Watson. Everybody's thinking about Deshaun Watson. Tom Brady ain't never did that.
And whether he tutors Lamar Jackson or not,
the
fact he can't just sit back, look, learn, look at his feet, look at this, get the same damn trainer in terms of his body and nutritionist and all that shit. Bro, he gonna be able to do all of that on his own. You ain't gonna have to tell him. Yeah. A man like Lamar Jackson, with everything he got to prove, and the fact that he got all these fucking people in the national media talking about he needs to try for, or he needs to do this, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. Fuck that. He gonna take his career in his own hands and make the best decisions for him while he's on the team with Bill Belichick. And why not?
Exactly. Now, speaking about Lamar Jackson for a little bit, man, it was something at first, and I changed my opinion on it, because at first I was like, there it go, because you see a lot of it. But then when I kind of read the backstory and really got, you know, some more detail about it, then I was like, this situation is a little bit different, because I have an issue, honestly. Because we've heard the stories. I can't remember exactly which athlete it was, but it's been multiple ones. We know like Tyron Smith and a couple other guys who have issues with mothers. Dez had an issue with his mom, and when they started getting people trying to be in too much. And so when he first said that his mom was basically doing the speaking on this, but he doesn't have an agent. His mom is basically his the communicator, but she's not his agent. So I'm glad they cleared that up, because they made it seem like she was his agent, but she's not. She's just basically not his PR, but basically the person to talk to get in touch with him. But see, now you see a lot of shit.
She's his advisor. Yeah. She's his advisor. Yeah. That's what she is.
But then when he talked about, because then what I thought about, I was like, man, because you hear a lot of stories. Like I said, I'm trying to remember what guy it was, but he said as soon as he hit the league that his mom gave him an IOU for $1 million, and he thought that she was joking, but she was dead fucking serious. And so I almost thought it was one of those situations where you have a mother and she's trying to overwhelm and overdo, you know, even though that she just had a kid to make him an athlete. But when he talked about how she used to actually get out there with him, get in the pads with him, that go run with him and put in the work with him, not just watching him do the work, not just sitting. I had so much more respect for that woman, you know what I mean? And then find out, you know, that his pops died when he was real young and all those other things. But I know it wasn't a similar situation, so it changed my mind. But in the long run, do you think that it's going to have an effect? Do you think teams are going to look at it certain way? Because he's kind of like you said, he's standing up like a man handling things himself. He says he doesn't feel like he needs an agent because of the rookie scale. The way it is, it's not like it's going to really change anything up. Do you think that he's making the right decision by letting his mom kind of handle these issues, or do you think he needs to have somebody more experienced just in case for PR problems and things like that?
I mean, honestly, man, whatever he feels is the best situation for him. I can't sit here and say what he is. I mean, we don't know what his relationship is with his mom. She might actually be a stand-up person.
Yeah, I think she is.
You know, I feel like she is. And like some of these other piece of shit ass parents out here that's only using their kids when they get on so they can be taking care of the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying? Any good parent always wants their child to be far better than what they could ever be, because that's part of the growing process, and those are the genetic change that you pass on to your you only give the best to your children. So at the end of the day, why not have your children in the best position to say he can take care of his children when he has any? You know what I'm saying? It's about generational wealth and what can you accumulate and do for your community from where you come from. It only makes sense. But as far as Lamar Jackson goes, I think that's the best situation for him. I mean, we could say the only other situations outside of the Patriots that I feel that he could thrive in with the type of coaches that they have is if he went somewhere like Philly, if he went to the Jaguars at this point, because they have Doug Marrone and Tom Coughlin. The fact that they have that, they're going to make sure that he eats. You know what I'm saying? And that he's doing, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as he's in the best situation, and I think because of all these teams and dudes like Mel Kiper been shitting on this man, just like how he shit on Deshaun Watson. It's a trade.
He the shittiest one out of everybody. Fucking raggedy ass Milk. I can't stand that motherfucker, dog.
Do you realize everybody he shits on is successful?
Yeah, and the people that he chooses always fail. Like the people he always say gonna be great, fuck up, and the people he say is gonna be trash always succeed. Like I think people get comfortable watching. Well, Mel Kiper said I'm gonna do good, so I guess I'm okay, and they get in that bitch and stink it up. And the niggas who see that shit that he talking shit. Okay, I'm gonna prove his old.
I will say this: he can improve your draft stock.
Yeah, all he gotta do is talk.
Yeah, kind of cachet because he's only on ESPN. He has no other avenue to talk. So for these people employing him, and how can you believe a person with hair like that? Man. Like I can't believe anybody who looks like that. Like I can't do it, bro. Like it's just not. Yeah, you can't be trusted, bro. Like I don't trust his prescription. You know what I'm saying? Because what is he looking at when he's looking at these players when he has to be an evaluator for NFL scouts and teams? And he's constantly wrong. If we could go year for year since his inception of being an NFL analyst for ESPN, and we can look at the average amount of picks that he actually gets right year in, year out, if we could come up with that stat and how many generational talents has he pegged before everybody else got to him, then we could take this man seriously. Otherwise, he's not really that good. Yeah. And McShay, all of them, they're not that good either. McShay is not that good. He's borderline Mel Kiper his damn self. Mike Mayock is cool, but he's too judgmental for me. Yeah. Like when you listen to Mike Mayock, especially when that whole Joe Mixon situation, you should have heard when Joe Mixon was picked. Like, I would never have. I'm not drafted. You know, that's up to the teams. But like, who the knowing
that he partners with some motherfuckers who do the same shit. There's some motherfuckers on that damn panel with him that do the same.
He looked like he beat his wife. He looked like he beat his wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, bro, he probably fuck with lady boys on the side. Who knows, bro? Damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, come on, man. Like these dudes, like take your personal feelings out of what this man has done in society and talk about what he does on the football field, which is what he is anyway. He's a football player. Yeah, and you're not that late. You're not that late, Roger.
Motherfuckers act like they can't redeem themselves, like they can't. You know, I'm not saying that. You know, you bust a bitch up. I mean, that's something you should learn from young. But I mean, situations are different. I don't know the full detail of his situation. If I'm not mistaken, was his situation coming? Yeah, I remember somebody saying he was provoked.
No. This is what I can tell you exactly what happened, man. This man came in, was going to get ready to get something to eat. Yeah. This little white woman came up to him, was cursing him out, called him a nigga, and spit in his face, slapped him. Oh yeah, and he punched the shit out of him.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm looking at y'all dead in the eye, Sauce Nation. Look, hey, spit is the most disrespectful. When you spit on the fucking ground, you don't spit on me. I don't care if you black, white, pink, purple, orange, the motherfucking president of the United States. You spit on me, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking. I don't care what you think of me. I don't give a fuck. They talk about you ain't supposed to hit bitches. Well, shit, bitch, don't spit. Spit on the motherfucker. I'd have been like,
yes, Tony, Texas. She cursed him out. She was yelling at him. She spit in his face. She called him a nigga, spit in his face, slapped him, and he punched the fuck out that bitch.
Yeah. Hey, look, I believe in equality all across the board, man. I'm finna pull up.
But people was making him out to be like he was some fucking animal when he did it. And see, this is what I hate about the national media and how they make and how, because they do this shit with black people the majority of the time. When you see us, they always make us out to look like we fucking.
Got Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Hashtag Silver Sauce.
It's so
Appreciate
easy.
that love.
It's so easy to make young black men look like we fucking animals out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they get the national media and attention, and they got the police enforcement to fucking back this shit up, and they justify us being killed and being thrown in prison. You know what I'm saying? That's on some societal talk, and I'm not finna dwell into that. But at the end of the day, that's what happened to Joe Mixon. The fucking Cincinnati Bengals saw past that shit, took a flyer on this man, and he gonna end up being successful. And he should be starting for them this season. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know.
Yeah,
it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what happened to him, but that's what it is, bro. And yeah, that jersey is so shitty. I hate the way the number looks. Yeah. And you know how they paint the numbers of their jersey is how they do their numbers on the field. How weird is that going to be to look at on the NFL field when we got to go to the Titans and they playing? That shit is going to look so ugly, bro. Like, that shit is beyond pitiful.
Man, Miss Voodoo C, I appreciate that love. I had to trying to get the jersey up, so I couldn't see the name at first. But thank you, Miss Voodoo C, for showing love. Shout out to the whole Voodoo family, man. Y'all been holding down the flavor.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
And yeah, everybody. And make sure, hey, go back to that. If y'all want those dome coming tickets, I see a few people done it. We'll do the drawing. I guess let's say Friday. If y'all want those dome, I mean, no matter what happens with the sauce, but we looking good. I'm loving, man. I'm feeling good, man. Y'all got me wired and inspired, man. Because like I said, if y'all knew the place I was in last night, what was on my mind, y'all have been ashamed of me. But I want to say thank y'all. But we'll do Friday. Like I said, no matter what happens, we'll draw for the dome coming tickets, so that way whoever gets them will know they got a couple of days to get everything prepared. So you got to go to that Deshaun Watson video that said the 2018 expectations of Deshaun Watson. Hit the comment section and say thank you, Voodoo Child, or you can even say thank you, Miss Voodoo C, because word on the street is Voodoo Child trying to take Miss Voodoo C credit. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what I heard in the streets through the grapevine, man. I'm just telling. That's all I'm saying. But again, so hit that video. Make sure I put thank you, Voodoo Child on that. Huh?
Yeah, that
sound about right. Yeah, okay.
That sound about accurate.
Okay. But let's flip the script for a second, man, and let's just talk about the Rockets. Like I said, because we're gonna be sauce. It's gonna be a sauce-a-thon. So we're gonna keep doing it until we make it. It was Jacob Copeland's mom. It was another guy, a more famous somebody who I mean he recently retired about 2 years ago. I'm trying to think because I remember when the fucking shit came up. I can't think. It's killing me, but It's gonna make you. I'm gonna think of who it is, and I mean, because that shit'll make you shame, man. You would never think that a parent would do something like that, you know. A mom, especially you talking about, it ain't supposed to be anything stronger than a mother's love, but I guess except for $1 million and an IOU, that's some shit. But let's talk about the Rockets for a motherfucking second, man. Let's get this ugly ass jersey off here too. I just wanted y'all to see it because if people were asking, I had a little poll up what y'all thought about the jersey.
If I'm Malcolm Butler, I'm rescinding my offer just by seeing this shitty ass jersey. I'm rescinding my own offer.
Just for the jersey.
Got Houston on my back because I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
More trash because he just ain't confident enough.
I appreciate that love, Mr. Killer KB. Man, I thought I set it up to where I don't know if it isn't a thing, but it should have been a thing set up to where y'all could pick. I think there's a couple of different. If it's not, I have to look at it and see how that works because I'm trying to fool with it because I know it gives you a bunch of options and doing a bunch of other shit. Oh yeah, that's the one. Jacob Copeland is the kid that happened this year. His mom. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second too. The Bama mom because he chose Florida. Yeah, she got the trip. Gonna walk off. I'm like, bitch, that's not your platform. That's his blood, sweat, and tears that got him on that stage that allows him. He's the one that's going to be in those practices. He's going to be in the one in the sun sweating. He's going to be the one busting heads, you know what I'm saying? Full contact, and going to class and doing all these other things, man. That type of shit blows my, because the whole little clique, they had all their Alabama shit on. And I'm glad like a motherfucker that he did. Because shit, maybe that'll get up off him or something. I don't know what kind of relationship they got, but obviously she got a little bit. They talk about helicopter parents and shit. She must be
what
one
happened?
of those.
What's the situation?
You didn't see it was a couple of months back on signing day. And the kid that he had like a choice, I think, between like Florida, Bama, and somewhere else. And his mom,
a football player?
Yeah, he's a football player. His mom and his, I guess, I don't know if it was granny, some of his little family was there. They had some little Alabama shit on and all that. He had all the little hats there. Or actually, she had, I want to say she had like an Alabama hat on and then like a Alabama like shirt and then like a Tennessee hat or something. Had like two different schools on Tennessee. Yeah, that's good deal. Tennessee. What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to the land of the tree.
What's going on, Sean? Real live?
But yeah, and so when it was time for him to pick, he picked Florida. Like, and she got up in the middle of the fucking thing and just walked off from the table, like where he was sitting right next to him, got up, bumping the table and shit, and gonna walk off. Like, how fucking embarrassing is that? How fucking embarrassing is that for that boy, man? And that shit went viral. How fucking embarrassing is that? That's disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
That just shows you she's gonna be a fucking warmonger on his brain, bro. Like,
exactly.
She's gonna be like, you know who she gonna be like? She gonna be like Maggie Fitzgerald mama and fucking $1 Million Baby. If you ever seen that movie, bro, like how she wanted her to sign her rights over and do all that shit. She did. This bitch went to fucking Disney World for a week while her daughter laid up in the hospital paralyzed for the rest of her life. Yeah. And you talking about some motherfucking money, bitch. You better get the fuck up out my face.
It's people like that. But what I feel unfortunate about is that people who they're raised like this and they don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, like, they don't know. This is all they know. This is the love that they've known.
So it's
you
clear
know what I'm saying?
So it's clear she on welfare.
No, obviously, because she out of there. Like, that's that stupid shit. That's that. I mean, my first thing was how you got a Alabama shirt on with a Tennessee hat. Like, what kind of shit is that? You need to make a commitment. You worried about his commitment. You need to worry about your commitment to a fucking one team and gonna get mad about that shit.
Right.
We got a text on the sauce line says, I got a question for Wing. Do you see the Rockets heading to the Western Conference semifinals or finals? I mean, if Golden State gets knocked off postseason, I mean, there's no way Steph Curry won't be back in time. I want your opinion. Or do you see Kawhi Leonard signing with the Rockets this offseason?
I'm gonna do you one better. They going to the finals. They gonna win in five games.
Mm-hmm. And then with Kawhi, he's not a free agent until next year. So Kawhi ain't gonna be signing with nobody unless the Spurs trade. And I'd love if there was a way to put Kawhi with what we have now. I'd rather have Kawhi in this order of possible. I mean, Kawhi's not really in the mix, but of possible free agents, we're gonna call them a trade to put in with the free agents. I'd rather have Kawhi, then Paul George, and honestly, I don't even think I got LeBron in the conversation anymore after the shit he done said. You seen the shit he trying to beef with Nick Saban over the barbershop video shit? I mean the barbershop show? Like he invented barbershop talk? Like, come on, LeBron, get off, quit smelling your own ass, my nigga. Like, he mad because Nick Saban, I guess they got like some type of show where they're basically like in the barbershop shit. I ain't even thought about trying to do some shit. Yeah, like I thought about doing some YouTube shit like that at one time. I got a partner with a barbershop, and I was chopping up the same shit.
It's so funny. It's so funny you said that because one of the boxing channels that I follow, bro, Fred from Barbershop Conversations. That's literally what his channel's called. Yeah, and he be with Dante's Boxing Nation. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation, the LDBC, Boxing Ego, Fight Hype,
man.
The Boxing Voice, all of them.
Exactly. And since we talking about boxing, and we gonna talk about some Mexican meat, and
oh yeah.
So,
pause.
Pause. But you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying. So how are you feeling about the Canelo situation with the Canelo fight, man? Like how?
Man, I honestly don't give a fuck about that fight because I don't give a fuck about that fight considering if y'all been fuck what Canelo been doing, like the shit that Abel Sanchez and fucking Triple G done duck the fuck out of fighters. He ducked the fuck out.
I used to know my back because I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
All the way down.
Sauce gotta flow.
I mean to cut you off for a second. Shout out to Steve J. And dropped a little 50 burger, man, and then keeping the sauce stirred up, man. Look, good God damn it, man. Like I don't want to take a time out to say, man. Like I sincerely appreciate. Like y'all don't understand, man. Like I vacillate back and forth on this shit. Like even just putting it out there. Pride can be a motherfucker sometimes, but I had to sit down and really look at the overall encompassing situation that I'm looking at. I kind of had to swallow that, and I appreciate y'all, man. Like I want y'all to know that shit sincerely, man. You're like, cause y'all ain't got to do shit but sit here and watch and fuck with the flavor. But the fact y'all coming out of pocket and just showing love, man, like
with real money.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, I just thank
not
you.
Not Mudcoins,
yeah.
not Microsoft points, real motherfucking money, bro. At your account, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I appreciate that.
It ain't even my channel, and I appreciate it.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Because we building something bigger, bro. Like I done donated, just a few days ago, and it felt good to do that. I did it because that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a part of the process, and I want to be in the process all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because I support this channel and channels just like it, and we giving something back to Houston that the national media in Houston can't give back to the fans.
Exactly. And here's the thing, and I want y'all to know, man, with this being all said and done, and once I get this issue handled and everything, because we well on the way, we looking real good. Looking real good. I thank y'all for that. I promise y'all this. Yeah, I see I didn't try to change the look up a little bit. I'm trying to do some things differently. I promise it will only get better. Because if y'all going and y'all putting in this work to help me with a situation that y'all not even fully familiar with, the least I can do in return is give my all. You know what I'm saying? So every minute that I got spare, every minute I promise it will go to improving the sauce until we take this thing to the next motherfucking level. Because y'all showing me that y'all really support the flavor, man. I ain't trying to get all mushy on y'all, but hey, I appreciate it, man. Like I say, it's a serious situation. Triple X, I see you say something, and if this is true, then I can understand that. I can I could really understand that. But again, this is her raising him. But he said, Triple X said apparently the kid had gang affiliations in Florida, and his mom wanted him out of Florida. So talking about old buddy who, you know what I'm saying, old buddy who decided to go to Florida instead of going to Bama. But shit, I don't know, man.
And Yellow Jackets, the link it's in the link in the description. There's two separate ways you can do super chat. Well, because he took the super chat out. Yeah. And Honcho can let you know where to find it.
Yeah, just it's the Streamlabs link. It's in the description below. If you're on the phone, you can hit the little eye like for info button. It should pop it up. And so you should just be able to hear what I think. If not, like I say, it's in the description.
The eye is way better. Yeah, the eye way better.
Yeah, so make it more convenient. Yeah. So okay, but that's okay. If that's the case, then I can understand that. But jumping back, man, talking about this Canelo situation. You said you didn't give a fuck about it. You really weren't concerned with it.
Right. To be honest, I don't give a fuck the fighters off. I mean, no, it does make Canelo look bad, but to be honest, I fuck him, fuck all of them, fuck Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, and Golden Boy Promotions as a motherfucking crew, fan base, all of them, because they did some shady shit last year. They had a bunch of racist emails when they were talking about fucking Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather, and their shit was in the national media other than Dante's Boxing Nation, a couple of other guys, 78 Sports TV really even talked about that shit, and they just skipped over that shit and they ain't even said nothing about it. So fuck Golden Boy, fuck their whole product. I don't support nothing to Golden Boy. Fuck them. I'm glad their numbers is going down. They only got Canelo anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's doing everything he can in his power to try to sign guys like Deontay Wilder. And it's so funny. Deontay Wilder was on Golden Boy, left, went to Al Heyman and made the most money he's talking about. And he trying to bring Deontay Wilder back on his shit, talking about I can make you a bigger star and I can make you more money. Bitch, where was that a few years ago when I left you? Because Al Heyman been treating that boy right. You know what I'm saying? So they can talk about all of this shit like, bro, he used to manage Michael Jackson. Like, come on, bro. He's like the greatest entertainer of all time. You think he doesn't know what he's doing? And he's not even and dudes we have in the game. So he got the best fighters in the world of any other promotional company, bro. Like PBC has the best fighters, bro. Better than Main Event. Rock Nation ain't even a fucking competition. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Top Rank got some decent fighters because they got Terrence Crawford and they got, Lomachenko, and they got a couple of other guys, you know what I'm saying? And and speaking of that, Bob Arum trying to pull a slick one. He trying to get Keith Thurman in the stable. He's trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he trying to get old Keith Thurman on over there.
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
Got hand injuries, and the fights got delayed.
Here's the thing, man. I got a question, though. I didn't mean to cut you off. But thinking about this shit, because Triple G say he still want to fight. on the same date.
Yeah, they both still want to fight.
Yeah, but he talking about, but Triple G say he, but what's his name out of it? But he say he want to fight on. He say he don't care who he. Well, not saying he don't care who he fight. He say he still intend to fight on the same date, even if the fight got to get the Canelo fight get pushed back to September. Triple G say he ready to fight in May. So who could you see being a possible opponent?
He got opponents. He got Danny Jacobs. Well, Danny Jacobs was getting ready to fight. So Charlo already called him out. Demetrius Andre already called him out. Fucking Billy Joe Saunders is sitting right there. He in a 3-way deadlock right now. Like, he can't get out of that. One of them 3 people got to go ahead and he got to see one of them, because anybody else outside of those 3 contenders that I just said, and because Danny Jacobs could pull out of his fight and fight Gennady Golovkin. He could do that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he wants to do that because he's with HBL and he probably just want to go ahead and fulfill his obligation. But the thing is, I mean, he can't. I want him to fight Jamal Charlo. That's who I want.
Yeah,
him or Demetrius Andre. He fight either one of them. He gonna get his motherfucking ass whooped.
That's what I was trying to lead into. That's what I want to see him with that Charlo actually.
Got Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Matter of fact,
sauce it up.
Man, appreciate that love, Steve J. Man, holding it down. Dropping coins in the jar like a motherfucking star, man. Look, all right. Look, it's matter of fact. We'll crank up the sauce line in just a second. We got the J Dizzle sauce line tonight, but we got to show Steve J some love too, and we got to show everybody some love. We gonna hold it down.
Yeah, everybody that donated some love, man.
We gonna stir this sauce up, man. It's time to take it to this shit to the y'all don't understand how fired up I am. It's just I'm a mix of things going on. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, really honestly, y'all don't know me from. I mean, y'all fuck with me every day, but don't even know me from Adam. And the fact, like I say, y'all just holding it down like 4 flats, man. I can't hate that. I mean, I love it. I mean, shit, it's what's up. So I mean, the least I can do is give my all. This is more than motivation and inspiration. It's the final destination. We got to get there, man. It's gonna shake. That's all I can say about that. But what would you?
I'm gonna do a mark my words right now. I guarantee you're gonna supersede that 300 goal. I guarantee you it's gonna be way more than that.
Okay. You put the MMW on it with the mark my words.
The MMW is on there because Sauce Nation, that trio.
Right.
I just know they gonna make sure that this shit go on, because this is something that people tune in to this shit on a daily basis. You see the same names on the daily. People donate all the time. It's always new subscribers, bro. I don't even be seeing like you got 4 names up here. Like, when the fuck did they subscribe? Like, the show just came on like not too long ago and they subscribed already. Yeah. Like, bro, that's love. Motherfuckers fuck with the channel. They fuck with the opinions. They fuck with the sauce. They fresh ingredients for a reason. And this is why this shit is gonna continue. Just like Houston Homer just said, it's God's plan, bro. You can't stop what he wants.
Exactly.
You can't stop what he wants. You can't do it. We immovable objects right now.
Exactly. Oh, it froze up, man. We just showing some love, Steve, man. Just saying we appreciate it. We just trying to make it shake, man. I just thank you. I mean, thank you to everybody. Like I say, everybody holding it down. Even if, you know what I'm saying, you got some other situation. I don't expect everybody to be able to donate. I just appreciate the fact that y'all fucking with it, man. And like I say, the least I can do is make that shake. And like I say, Tria say with the shirt action, we gonna make that shit shake too, man. That's what's happening. So we gonna get it done. But like I say, it's time. Y'all told me it's time, man. Like, I came into this thing feeling one particular kind of way. I'm already feeling another kind of way, and that's just, I'm motivated, man. Like, I'm feeling good because I was a little nervous, honestly. I can't lie to y'all, like, because it was gonna come down to a couple little choices that I had here, and the fact that y'all holding it down, like I say, man, hey, I appreciate that. I sincerely, to the heart, I appreciate that. But what would you see? You say in a situation, what if a guy like Charlo gets shot? Do you really realistically see?
Charlo smacks him, no problem.
How many rounds?
Because from what I've seen, Triple G does not like outboxers, and the fact that Charlo can bang and he can box, he can maintain distance, he can cut off the ring, he has good power, good speed. He's gonna be too much for fucking Triple G. And Triple G is gonna go down because he's been overhyped, and his last 3 fights that he's had against outboxers have been horrible. Danny Jacobs, even though he won, horrible looking fight. Yeah. Kell Brook before he got the knockout against fucking Kell Brook. horrible. He looked horrible in that fight. His last fight against Canelo, he looked horrible in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, Canelo came up to a different weight class after he had just fought at a much higher weight class against a dude who fights at 168. So, and he fought him at a catch weight at 164. He comes down to fight at 160 to come fight you, and you couldn't even put him away like that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, like, you supposed to stop the only dude you stopped who came up to, he came from 147 to come all the way up to 160, never fought at 160 to come fight you, and you was getting your ass beat until you caught him with a couple of flush shots to the eyes. Outside of that, you was getting your ass worked. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you're not that good, bro. He didn't fought no names his whole career, bro. Like, bro, like, I think so. The amount of the opponents that he's fought in the 37, 36 fights that he's fought, bro, if you calculate all his, bro, the amount of his opponents have like 500 losses, like, total.
God damn.
With like 200, 300 something wins. Like, the win-lose ratio is not in his favor when you go on BoxRec and go look at his opponent's records when you add that shit up. He's fought no-name fighters his whole career, and Gennady Golovkin just came out like 3 years ago, and the only reason why he has any name, any recognition is because of fucking Jim Lampley be gassing him up, you know, Stephen A. Smith, you know, Max Kellerman be gassing, and Dan Rayfield, because they give him all the shine. When the black fan bases, like dudes like 78 Sports TV was shouting out Gennady Golovkin like 4 years ago, nobody was fucking talking about him. Yeah. But now a couple of media news outlets, he got the right complexion for the protection, and dudes is out here and they vamping this dude up. They going as far as to say that Gennady Golovkin is one of the best middleweights of all time. They said he's better than Marvin Hagler, which he is not, and they actually said that he is hands down one of the 25 greatest fighters of all time. They said this. They are saying this about Gennady Golovkin right now. Like, right now, it is not a game, and I can name 25 fighters right now that he is definitely not better than currently and throughout history. So this is what we talking about, bro. Like, they giving him the Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey treatment. Yeah. Like, the only difference between him and Vasyl Lomachenko is Vasyl Lomachenko actually got skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually got a different type of skill.
I used to know my back, because I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
I'm broke AF, but I feel yeah, and I like the sauce.
Man, I appreciate that love, bad body. Hey, man, everything count, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Everything count. Yeah, everything count.
He said, I ain't gonna come to my house today before you go wash dishes. Man, so you talk about my father, Steve J, you talk about those 16, they talking about naked motherfuckers fighting. The fuck? That's
what happened?
He was talking about, he said he can't count on 16. He said they be talking about naked ball players fighting and shit all the time.
Whoa. Since you just said that, bro, I seen the gayest shit. I am so glad that Kendall Lamb is off of this team.
Oh,
bro.
I believes it. Oh man.
My God. He hit the gayest shit that I saw, bro. I seen a picture.
Oh, shit.
This man, bro, when you go to his IG, to his story, he got an Instagram story of fucking Kendall Lamb, his girl. He just getting out of the shower and he twerking with a towel in front of him, ass completely out, and his girl is behind him taking the picture. And he got the man. This boy, when I tell you, this boy, I'm so glad he ain't on the Houston Texans right now.
I always knew he was softest, but it was just something looking at. I mean, you just look at him. I mean, if you look at some of the shit he be doing on his regular Instagram, I'm glad I ain't see that shit. But I had to, like, once they get off the team, I started to follow him. Only person I still follow is like Jalen Strong.
It was just like it threw like you know, I didn't even think anything like was gonna happen. Like, I was just looking. I was on the Instagram story.
But do you put on the gram, Voodoo Child?
Like, man, what the fuck?
Now ain't nothing wrong doing it for your lady. What y'all do is what y'all do, but don't put it on the gram. You see, you twerk for Miss Voodoo Child, not for the gram.
Like, do what you want to do in your life. Do what you want to do in your life, but like, come on, bro. Like as an alpha male, that's such a beta thing to do. You can't be considered. The point is, because Voodoo Child, I guess, I'm not. If you're a homosexual, cool. That's your piece. Whatever. That's your thing. by all means, live your life. I'm not talking about homosexuals. What I am saying, what he did, what my eyes saw. Okay. You would have been like, bro, this is you out of there.
Nah, you got that voodoo. You out of there. Okay. So I see some folks that put up the poll actually saying, man, to see, do people think that the Rock is going to go all the way? I see most people did. I think there was a couple of twos that said no, but I don't know if the votes actually count. They say probably best friends with Michael Sam. Ain't nothing wrong. No, ain't nothing wrong with being goofy. Know my back, 'cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
On behalf of Voodoo.
On behalf of Voodoo. Already, Steve J.
Still in it.
Yeah, he say on behalf of Voodoo. That's what's shaking, man. But that's the thing, though. But it's supposed to be for his girl. Whatever they do, I can't tell nobody what the fuck to do in the privacy of their own home. You know, but it's certain things, like I say, you got to keep it unless you a porn star or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, but if you...
Yeah, some shit just need to be personable, man.
Like, say maybe they some voyeurs. Like, look, I ain't knocking the freaks out there.
Just that cool Amber, the cool Amber say, I'm looking at the picture right now. I'm glad you
got Houston on my back, 'cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
I appreciate
I'm broke
that love,
but I like the sauce and hope this helps.
Yeah, yes, sir. Goodness. Absolutely, man. Tips in the jar, man. I look, hey, absolutely bad, but ain't nothing wrong with getting frisky. You know what I'm saying? Some shit. You know, I don't twerk or nothing, but shit, everybody got shit they do with their significant others that they into, that they not into. Shit, we just talked about some wild shit in the Kush Den a couple of times, you know?
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. Everybody got different things, but certain stuff you may want to keep in the privacy of your own home. It's one thing to talk about some shit, and then it's another thing to kind of put that shit out of there. Yeah, Phoenix,
to put yourself out there.
Phoenix say he finna buy an Indy jersey. Yeah, so I mean, but Kendall, he just seemed like he was always a soft guy. Like he just. I mean, just looking at him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, he better not try to get the dreads. He get no love on the dread. Actually, I see somebody send me something on the gram. I ain't even finna look at it. Y'all probably send me that shit. I ain't looking at that shit. Man, hey, Tony, Texas, don't feel no particular kind of way, man. Like I say, hey, all supporters pretty even. You just viewing. Like I say, them views go to counts too.
Got Houston on my back, 'cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
I'm broke AF, but I like the sauce, so I hope this helps.
Already bad about holding it down on the cool, man. You talk about you broke. You made some significant donation, babe. Phoenix out there, and Indy said he finna buy a Colts jersey. He said he switching teams on us, man. He said he don't even want to fuck with the Texans no more. He say he hoping that Indy gets some jersey like Tennessee so he can rock one made by Fubu.
That shit crazy. Man, you know what was crazy? Like, I did not, until recently, bro, I did not know that fucking Mike Epps was from Indianapolis.
Yeah, Gary, Indiana. Gary? Yeah. Gary, Indiana, hood than a motherfucker.
That's what I heard. That's what Michael Jackson was.
Yeah, Gary, Indiana, hood than a motherfucker. Yeah, Jackson. That's why Jackson was hanging with the Crips, man. He was cool. He was good. The hood. Motherfucker be. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Look, you took that drive. That's a super drive to get there, man. Phoenix. Oh, you know, you saying this family, but you might be talking about your Colts family, man. I don't know what's really going down. I'm fucking with you. But
got Houston on my back, 'cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
I really appreciate that love, Steve J. Man, we getting close to it. We close.
Man, this like that night a couple of months ago. Man, where the fucking every other fucking few seconds, like I took off just like a rocket. A lot of fun,
Yeah, hey, you know I need to bring on Akeem back, man, because the Rockets getting ready to do some
bro. Yeah, bro. Akeem needs to come back, bro. Yeah. And shout out to Deshaun Watson for when he said that on his little thing when he was at the Rockets game when he was talking about took off just like Rockets, when he was taking this little shot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that boy came with the jersey and everything.
The other night. Yeah, bro. Yeah, shout out to Deshaun Watson, man. I hope he hear this podcast among other Texans fans. Andre Hal, Tristan Day, cool. You know, the guys that ain't gonna get that much credit, but you gonna get all the credit here on Sauce Nation. Though.
Exactly. We got love for everybody. You know, the big wigs, they ain't got time for you. We got time for you. We gonna make sure we gonna dissect this team. We gonna talk about everything. That's what I can't wait when this football season comes up. It's gonna be some new stuff. Last year was the first year, and it's always gonna improve. Then, like I say, with this, let me make sure I change. Let me change that. Let's see if we can.
I see this channel easily having 10,000 subscribers before the year out. Easily.
We're gonna make it shake.
Like easy.
Cause I got some other man. Shout out to Nate Burleson, because that boy had his H-Town knowledge on lock. I can't lie.
I used to know my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Hey man, shout out. Hold on one second now. He done blew the cup up, man. Man, that's what's up.
I told you, bro. What did I just say, Honcho?
X Shovel.
I said, mark my words, bro.
Man, X Shovel. I'm not even. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not super familiar with the name. I'm not sure if you new to the flavor.
Bro. Shout out to you, bro.
But man, you done blew the cup up, man. God.
Bro, if I start seeing suds come out the cup, bro, that's what we got to get to. The suds got to be dripping down the cup, bro. That's what we aiming at now. The suds got to be coming down the drip.
Man, I gotta say thank y'all, man. I gotta say thank y'all.
Bro, we ain't even been in this shit for an hour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just love
it ain't even been, bro. Yeah. I done been on the phone. How long has this phone call been? I can't even tell, bro. We only been doing the show for what, like 40 minutes.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna be looking to. We hit the hour mark, but it was I had because I had the little thing streaming a little bit at first before we got all the way up.
MJ from Sports Entertainment just dropped a video, and the video say Tennessee Titans. Hold on, I don't want to read what it say. It say Tennessee Titans get new uniforms and helmet. Awesome or awful?
Yeah, we gonna slide over there and let y'all know them hoes ugly. When we get y'all that ugly ass whooping, y'all gonna be wearing them ugly ass jerseys. Y'all gonna be double hurt.
Look ugly the whole time, bro. Like that's their mission in life to be ugly.
Salute y'all, Sauce Station. I gotta look. I gotta salute. I gotta give y'all two of them, man, cause y'all, bro. Like y'all don't understand.
I say, mark my words, you're going to get the $471 before the show over.
Goddamn.
You're going to get the $471 for the show over.
Oh, man.
I see somebody else. It ain't going to dollars. Like, people going to go ahead and keep donating because at the end of the day, that's what people want to do. You at 109%. You think people ain't finna give an extra 50? Extra 75%?
You say take the Apple money.
Yeah.
Look. I'm on Android. We'll find a way to get the app, man.
Yeah.
But man, you said son realized they fucking with. I marked my words 500. Goddamn.
Shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Steve. I thought about 16 came say we want you on this. I don't think they could. They probably couldn't. What they would have to do is give up. What's his name spot? I want his spot. What's his name? Who do the night show? Who's that? At night. That ain't Pendergast. Like, what's his name? Who do the night show? Because his show ain't that great to me. I could take his spot, but I really would like. It would have to be some shit, and it would have to still. The sauce would be separate. It would always be first and foremost, and that would have to Paulie G. Yeah, Paul.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If it was any show that I could take, I want the morning show, the 6 o'clock show.
Yeah.
The first show that everybody got to hear in the morning, and we finish it off at night with Sauce Nation.
Yeah, that would. That actually would be ideal. Yeah, start off the morning, and we do our thing at night. So that way, when really just start there, that would be. Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like.
And we could keep Landry and kick everybody to the curb.
Yeah, Paul G. Paul G is like. I don't want to say I don't hate Paul G. It's just like I listen to a show because of him and him and Ryan Rocket, I think, at night.
I used to know my back because I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Man, I appreciate
Salute you.
That.
Honcho just found the channel last week and it's been best Houston sports
I appreciate
coverage
that.
I've seen.
How much does that amount say? 16?
Where we at?
What does that amount say?
$16. Let me see. Let me pull that up. I believe it's 10.
I couldn't even tell.
Hold on. Let me double check.
Because I'm looking at it on my damn YouTube, and the damn chat looks so small, I can't see shit.
Oh, okay.
I can't see a damn thing.
On the next one. That hoe is real small. I'm gonna probably have to. Like I said, I'm testing some new looks. So, like I say, I'm a motherfucker. Yeah, because I like to chat a little bit bigger myself too. That way, it's easier to kind of pay attention to that one. Let's see where we was at. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Where we at? Already? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, man, I appreciate that cool Amber, man. Like I say, we just trying to hold it down in a different way for the city, man. Like, I don't think people been really giving us the respect that we deserve. Even the local media stations that we have here, I feel like it's so much that they leave out. I feel like it's a different perspective that we can provide that they don't normally think about. and I'm not knocking everybody, but the thing is, I do look at them like competition. And after y'all done got me so fired up tonight, man, I'm telling you, we finna start taking them down one by one. Because my part of the thing with this sauce is, like I say, listen to Apology, because at night sometimes I'll be riding to go take care of stuff, and I would listen to the show. And he would his thing is he's the most interactive sports show in Houston. I say, damn, that's the title. No. That's the title I want first. I want to take that from him first. And I mean, like, not to be on no whole shit, but you got to set goals and you got to have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I look at. And that's my first goal, is to take that.
What better joy of being born and raised in Houston, talk about Houston, and be surrounded by people who love Houston the same way you do, talk about Houston sports. And the fact we ain't got no commercials. We got the phone ringing and pretty much all y'all calls get answered. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that be fucking up the phone situation is these dumbass people who be calling in, moaning and shit like that. Outside of that, everybody else put in some good perspective. You know, people call in and they ask some solid ass questions that need to be answered. And at the end of the day, y'all ain't got to worry about calling in the Sports Radio 610 and not having y'all call started when the season started, because we want it. This hoe gonna be booted up before the game is even over.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? And we gonna be like, yo, call in, like, while the shit is fresh, like straight up. Like, if people want to vent that shit out and talk about what could have happened, and you get to curse, and you ain't got to worry about holding your tongue and shit like that. You be like, bro, you have no idea how many times I done called in on the Mad Radio show. Well, not the Mad Radio show, on Triple Threat, when like post I am, they just like how they got Larry from what's it called? Same way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they give me my shine, they give me my segment, and they always be like, bro, this motherfucker knows what he's talking about, and they know I know. So the fact that they can know me. And when I call in, if I give you my name, they go, no.
Got Houston on my back, because I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
God damn.
$300? Is that what they say?
That was a hundo, I believe. I think it was a hundo. But,
$100?
But still.
What the fuck?
Think that's,
I thought that shit said, it looked like a 3.
Sam's Crow Reap, I believe that's my boy Brian, if I'm not mistaken. Already, Triz. That's some motherfucking deal. Hey,
man, y'all showing major love. Look, I need like 500,000.
I need. That's
500,000 sauce ASAP right now.
Everybody 500,000. That's a BET, man.
500,000 sauce right now.
Man, y'all are serious about saving the sauce. Y'all finna get it out. Look, everybody finna eat. But man. Yeah, Cooking Kalu might be my favorite show of all the radio shows, just because they got experience and they're actual players and they talk about it. But I fuck with Seth Payne, because I like his takes. Again, players, like guys who actually played the game. That's who I fuck with. Brian, man, shout out to Brian Roscoe, man. I appreciate that love, man. Brian been on.
I hate Cody Stoops. He is trash.
Man, look, hey, we're gonna have 2 or 3 sauce lines so I can name them after everybody, man. This is y'all.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and crack it open, man. They need to call in right now.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's boot up the sauce, man. I'm tripping. Let's get this thing.
Crack that hole.
Yeah, let's get it activated. I'm tripping.
Watch, everybody finna start flipping their sauce. Watch this shit. It's finna be 1 million sauce flipped.
It's finna start climbing for real.
Oh, and shout out to OB Highlights, man. Like, and shout out to OB Highlights, Visionary, everybody that's holding down the Houston.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of highlight videos, man. He asked me the other day when I was on the stream when we did the roundtable, you know, and he done made them videos, and I appreciate that, bro. You asking, you shall receive. Yeah. Shout out to OB Highlights, bro. He'll hit you back on the comments, hit your love, you know, show you love on the comments. Shout out to OB Highlights, bro.
Already, man. I'm wide-fired and inspired, man. Look. We're going to keep stirring the flavor till y'all don't want no more, man. You know what I'm saying? You say the Cunningham situation? I didn't see the Cunningham.
Yeah, Cunningham and Cole. I told him, he asked what videos that I need to be. I told him Dylan Cole and Cunningham.
Okay. Now
and he made them. Okay. And he made them within a matter of days. Like the very next day, a video was up. And then I think yesterday, another video went up. So, yeah, he shit, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's real. That's real to the motherfucker. That's real live. Goddamn. Shit. Good grill. We got somebody coming in on the South line.
Yes, baby.
Right,
okay, I'll put you in.
Let me see what we got shaking. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in on the South line? Am I up? Is the volume up? Hello. Oh, my fault. That's why. My stupid ass to move the thing. Hold on 1 second. I apologize. Let me.
I hope everything's going good for you, man. Keep the sauce going. Thanks.
Already. I appreciate that love, man. I apologize because I caught the end of the call because the sauce line was messing up a little bit, but I appreciate that love, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Already.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Already, man. That's what's shaking, man. Like, y'all real live. Look, y'all look like Sean name say real live. Y'all real live.
Real live.
Y'all trust me. Look, I gotta go find that real live though. man, I'm telling y'all, man, it's y'all South Nation, man. Y'all, like I say, y'all done took this thing to the next level. I don't even know what to say about it. But yes, again, the South line open. Y'all want to call in? Y'all want to text in? Man, hey, do the damn thing. It's Trizzy calling in on the South. What's the motherfucking deal, Trizzy? What's going down?
Hey, what's good, fam?
Cool. It's stirring up some flavor. What's
Cool. Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody shit. Drop they little how you need to send them shirts. We'll have them before the weekend over with.
Okay. We'll figure out a way to do the stream. What's going on, y'all?
Oh shit, my phone all in y'all business.
Is Gucci? Turn it down. Okay, I got it loud over here.
You heard me though? Let everybody know. Drop some type of message on your on the South line, and we'll have them shirts ready for them.
That's a BET Trizzy.
Man, shout out to Trizzy, man.
I appreciate that's real shit right there. So here's the deal. This is what we gonna do with that. Let's see how.
Yeah, Muthaf.
Yeah, okay. That's a BET. Man, we're gonna figure out a way. Let's think of the best way to make that shake. Y'all can hit the if y'all interested in the shirt action, hit the Sauce Sports line, hit the Sauce line, send a text to the Sauce line. Or you can hit saucesports@gmail. You can hit me on Twitter. However y'all choose to get it, I'll make sure it gets organized. Like I say, if y'all can do this favor for me that y'all done, I can do whatever it takes to organize. So however y'all know how to get at me. However y'all know how to get at the flavor. Even if you got to get through the flavor through a third party, we're going to make sure you get taken care of. You know what I'm saying? That's the least I can do. So we're going to make that shit shake. We're going to bring flavor. We're going to bring sauce, man. We're going to make it drip. We ain't even going to trip. Man, like I say, y'all, I'm fired up. What was it? Wednesday? Wednesday. It's going down. I'm fired up. I'm speechless. It's not too many times I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I appreciate that love.
Yeah, they just donated a lot of money, bro. $437 in less than an hour and a half.
Sincerely. Dog, that
shit crazy.
I appreciate that, man. Like, man, like y'all don't understand. Like I say, so I owe y'all. Trust me, like I say, it's gonna be new and improved. I'm on a mission. We gonna bring y'all the best. Before it's all said and done, the best sports talk, sports commentary in the city is going down. The South Sports Network is gonna bring it to y'all. We gonna make this thing shake, man. We taking this shit. We finna take this shit sky high. I know the love is real.
Yep.
I know the love is real. So we finna bring this shit back tenfold.
And what you fail to realize, this is just 3,000. This is just 3,000 subs.
Yeah.
Bro, we gonna be I'm gonna mark my words. I'm gonna say we'll be at 12K before the season, before the year's out.
Okay.
We'll be at 12K. We'll be at 12K before the year's out, and that'll be, man. By next year, it'll be above 30.
Already, that's the goal.
It'll be about 34, 36.
Am I gonna wear a Texans helmet during your stream? You know what? We can make that shake. I don't see why not. We can make that shake at least once. At least once I could throw the helmet during one of the streams, man. So I'm gonna look into that. And we gonna make that shit shake. We go, because I got a couple ideas. Like I say, now it's time to stop. It's time for me to stop telling y'all, about all these ideas I have. It's just time to start unleashing them. You know what I'm saying? Because I be telling you I got this plan. I'm kind of. It's time to stop waiting, man. Like it ain't no more waiting because.
You know what, Sean Real Live? What Sean Real Live just said? Because honestly, bro, I think we're gonna grow by a couple of thousand. That's why I said about 12,000 because I think honestly we're gonna end up growing a couple of thousand by time draft. In the draft, y'all don't even realize the draft party only 3 weeks away.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm glad
like
you
3 weeks
that.
away. Like,
make sure y'all in that thing because we gonna be real live that night. Even if the Texans ain't got no pick, we go every day of the draft. So like, not just that night. That we just like that's when it starts.
Every day. Yeah,
don't be fucking with the draft super tough. So make sure y'all in that thing. And when y'all see, it's gonna be we got a new look for y'all when the draft party. So make sure y'all gonna fuck with the draft party shit. Y'all gonna like that shit. Like I'm telling y'all, the way it's planned out, the way it's gonna look. Y'all gonna fuck with that. It's gonna be a real new sauce looking. And the way we do the draft party, we might start doing it like that after from then on out after we do the draft party. But trust me, we got we stay planning. We stay we need to make sure. That's why I say the only thing we got some folks that's out of town, but we gonna make that shit shake. Because like I said, fucking with Triz, we gonna make that shit shake. Cause that'll be real live too.
Yeah. Me, Parrish, and Duskout, we all out of town.
Yeah. We gonna make the look. We gonna get this thing to a way. Look, somehow, some way. This gonna be the mark my words. Because there's plenty of time to make this happen. Somehow, some way, we gonna get everybody together for a real live round. Look, fuck with Duckscout talking about. He gonna have to show his face. He ain't gonna be in the real round table trying to wear no mask or nothing. But we gonna make all that shit shake. So sometime, somehow, some way during the season, we gonna all have a real live round table. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Say, call him Clown and tell him you'll stand in his place when he feel like taking plays off. Hey, he gonna have to bust a check. You know what I'm saying? Because I be out there get my knee knocked off and shit. Be out there with the ACL injury and shit. But shit, I definitely do it at the Texan Super.
And my you already know what my mark my words is. So we gonna have Jadeveon Clowney on this show before the end of the year is out.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shout out to my partner. I hit him up, you know what I'm saying, but he ain't hit me back yet. He hit me back. If he hit me back and I get on the phone with him and I tell him what the plan is, because he's a boxer, and we could talk some boxer shit and shit up like that. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I already got the plug for Clowney. If I get on the phone with my partner and he give me Jadeveon Clowney number or Jadeveon Clowney inbox me, it's a wrap for South Sports, and we're gonna end up. Then the new mark my words is we'll probably have 100K before the year's out.
Oh, if we get some legit, like I say, we get some legit action on it, people gonna have to respect us as a legitimate platform. And that's it.
You
like,
have to.
Once you bring that, once you solidify a situation like that, you become legitimate. Now it's not just we talking and spilling opinions. Now we actually making connections. Now we actually fucking with the players and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so then people got to respect that. You know what I mean? And so that's
my partner grew up with him in Rock Hill. You know what I'm saying? In South Carolina, Soul and Dogs, they always on each other's shit. They done been in the clubs and shit in Houston and all that. I'm telling y'all, if I get this right, we will have Jadeveon Clowney on this show. And everybody else after that is gonna fall, because we're gonna make sure that that show is gonna be one of the greatest. If not, it's gonna have to be the greatest show we've ever done. And we're gonna have our questions and everything right before we even get on the show, because I don't want to be fumbling, bumbling all over and just trying to free and just fucking trying to milk the shit on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So definitely that's something. If I can bring anything, I want to bring that. And if I bring that, then what does that do for everybody else in the South Network?
It's gonna do nothing but grow. I'm laughing at Steve says it's not gonna be Honcho in a Clowney uni. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Clowney jersey on. I'm gonna talk backwards, so all y'all gonna see his hair from the back.
Tristan must be talking about Jay Prince. If he's talking about partner running the city, he must be talking about the Prince or Lil J. One of the two.
I see a couple of texts say, what if the Astros go 60 before the All-Star break, and do you see the Astros making a huge winning streak before the All-Star break? I'm going to be honest, like I said, my baseball knowledge is lacking. And so
mine is too.
And so
Don't feel bad.
I've been watching it. I've been getting it. Matter of fact, Reddick last night That motherfucker had a grand slam, had a 2-run homer, had a motherfucking save at the wall. Man, Reddick was balling. And I don't know shit about baseball, but I believe in the city. I saw what the Astros did last year. And if it's possible to get 60 before an All-Star break, they going to get the motherfucking 60 before an All-Star break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit.
Real famous say told Kevin Johnson, check out Sauce.
You know what else I want to happen for this show, bro? I want to have Trey the Truth on this show.
Yeah, I fuck with Trey.
I want to have Trey the Truth, and I want to get Bun on the show.
Yeah, people like.
I want to get Bun on the show because and then Paul Wall because they love they sports.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to get Bun on the show.
Steve said my baseball knowledge full of Z. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? And it like I say, last year's what made it interesting to me. Like I other than like a little league game for some family or something, I had never really paid attention to baseball. Could never really get into it. You know what I mean? But I guess once you have a reason to have a vested interest in it, it's different. And like I say, I don't want to just be claiming everything that's trying to be like on the bandwagon. So that's why I say I want to educate myself, learn, kind of get some history behind the shit, and then, be able to speak on it in an intelligible way. Like I don't want to just be out there just talking crazy. You know what I mean? But I do know this. I don't know why, but I think McCann might be my favorite Astro. Have no idea why. He had the beard game on fleek last year. But just something about the dude. I like Brian McCann. So as I continue to watch and I continue to learn, we gonna figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? You say, when Houston win all 3 major sports champions, each team will have the league MVPs. I like Altuve. But Altuve's like the consensus pick. Of course, you pick out. That's like people who say, well. People who are not really fans, like me coming into baseball, like people who are just coming into football and say, "Oh, JJ Watts, that's my favorite player," because that's the only one they know. So I don't want to jump on Altuve and just be like, Altuve, yeah, he's the MVP. Of course you're gonna like him. I'm just saying, as far as me getting familiar with the game and trying to learn that shit and just looking and just saying, you know what, something about this guy. I'm not saying because he's great. At the times that I've watched, he's made plays and things like that. But Harden, it must be the beard. It's all the beards, man. I'm just jealous. I got beard envy because my shit won't grow right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to study them so I can study the beard, so I can get my, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I get my shit together. But yeah, I respect Altuve for the way he made it, for the path that he paved and how he got there, and people counted him out. And yes, I can. The way people count him out, thinking he was too small, you know what I'm saying? He's a story for everybody who felt like life handed him the short end of the stick, man. Shit, you make it shake, dog. You make that shit shake. But I wanted to get into the Rocks for a little while and talk about that. Like I said I was going to do it earlier. We been back, we talked about boxing and other things. There's still plenty of shit to talk about. But the Rockets, the Red Hot Rockets, and I put a poll up, asking legitimately, do you think that the Rockets will go all the way? And the thing, and you say, Honcho, get Wink your number. All right, that's a bet. That's a BT. I'm gonna shoot it to
man, yeah, bro. Shout out to Trizzy, bro. Yeah, it's good to have as many fucking connections as we can. That ain't no problem.
Exactly. Yeah, Trizzy a real one. Trizzy been holding it down. You say McCann is ex-Brave. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Brian, man. And shout out to Roscoe, man. Roscoe been holding love. They say Roscoe showed love with the Sam's Crow Reaper. That was Roscoe. And he from Georgia, just like I think him and Phoenix actually from the same spot. But from Georgia, and he been holding down, fuck with. He don't like none of these motherfucking teams we be talking about, but he be fucking with it, man. And I respect that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in here. You don't be talking no crazy. We have good conversation back and forth. Like I said, I fuck with Roscoe. Roscoe been fucking with the flavor for a long time. Fuck with the DN Tough too. So, like I said, it's all Gucci, man. It's all Gucci. So here's an astro for you know who's gonna be a baller. Tucker. Okay, I'm gonna have to look. I like PJ Tucker on the Rockets. Hey, PJ Tucker, motherfucker. So I'm gonna check out Tucker on the Astros. Might be 2 Tuckers. But talking about these Rockets, man, and being realistic, I'm taking all the homerism out of the shit and everything. I'm looking at the situation. As long as we stay healthy, I mean, I'm serious. Who's gonna beat us? I mean, going all the way to the finals, we've beaten everybody, healthy or not, that we could possibly face, handled them. The only team that, I mean, really in the entire playoffs that has given us some fucking trouble would be the Raptors. I think that's the only one. But they're going to have to get past Cleveland and Boston and all that other shit. I think Boston just beat them without Kyrie. if I'm not mistaken, and then Cleveland just handled them. So, oh man! And then what game was that Harden just chopped somebody up? What was that, like 2 games ago? Or was that the last game when he crossed old buddy over, had him rolling on the ground? Not the one where he licked his lip, but like just the one like a couple of days. Harden been dropping bodies on all year long, man. That boy telling y'all, he letting y'all know, look, y'all don't pick me for MVP. You gonna get your body dropped on the motherfucking court. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the biggest thing about the Rockets, what I feel like, is that energy boost from fucking Gerald Green. And I'm glad D'Antoni came out and said, because my biggest fear was like, we're going to get into the playoffs. D'Antoni going to go with that limited rotation, and he's not going to play Gerald Green. But he already came out and said, Gerald Green going to play. Gerald Green is going to see action in the playoffs. So that was a concern because Gerald Green gives you that spark. And let's be real. I mean, have you ever seen an athlete rep like Gerald Green? It ain't even got to be for the city. I'm just talking about for they home, for anywhere like Gerald. I mean, to the level in which he comes.
If we're talking about a hometown, because that's what we have to clarify. That hometown, he homegrown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I've never seen any. But to be honest, I can't really say because I don't know how many athletes have been fortunate enough to play for their hometown team like that. Yeah. So I can only imagine. The fact you even in the state is one thing, but the fact you in Houston, where you can go home, you just seen the same traffic every day, the same women, you going to the clubs and they even liver now because you a Houston Rocket and you got bread. Like it's a totally different, bro. Things done out here. We already know people. His status is only going to elevate even more. And the only thing else that he has to do, if he's putting what he has back into his community and he's staying real with himself first and his people, then bro, he's going to be a martyr. He's going to be a martyr. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He'll essentially be what DJ Screw is, but as a basketball player. Man. You know what I'm saying? Mad Max got to play here. Yeah. And he's from here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I mean, very few people have gotten to play, but Vernon Maxwell, we all know Maxwell used to be in the Cooney Homes getting on that dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And, he used to lock dudes up, on the field, but, he wasn't doing what Gerald Green is doing. And the city has changed so much from now to the 90s when those players played. Hakeem will always be he will always hold a different standard because we know who Hakeem is. He played college here. Mm-hmm. He never left the city. He never got a chance to leave the city. Yeah. We had in-state, tape on him. We watched his growth in college, and then he just comes here, and it's just like, man, he's the greatest center of all time in my eyes.
No, my eyes too.
I know some people ain't gonna agree, but he's the greatest. If we talk.
Cut out a little bit. But yeah, I agree with that, man. Like I said, in my opinion too, man, Hakeem is the best number. There you back. I think it cut out a second. But like I said, Hakeem is Shaq is cool, but you saw what happened when Shaq got with Hakeem. You saw every time. Shaq had problems with Houston, period. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because with Yao Ming, he hated Yao Ming.
The fact we got finals championships on here, that means, bro, we were better than you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Like I say, Shaq, here's my thing with Shaq, and I say this all the time. People are like, oh, he was the most dominant center, of his time. Against guys like Matt Geiger, who was the other one? McCullough from the 76ers. People like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit kills me. Like, Shaq played in an era where there were nobodies at center. You know what I mean? It wasn't the Ewings, it wasn't the Robinsons, it wasn't the Kemps, it wasn't the big boy. Huh?
I won't say that, Honcho.
You think who when Shaq was dominant? Like I said, Shaq caught that tail end, in my opinion. When he was like the first couple, he caught that tail end. But when he was hitting his prime, like when
Shaq
the Lakers
was when he was with Penny in the first season with Nick Anderson and them boys. I don't really disagree with you often. Yeah. But I can't say that because he was going to the championships, like he was in the finals.
Yeah.
Like even after we did it and we swept them and when we did it again, like they were still very much in contention, and they were one of the best teams in the East for a long time until he left. You know what I'm saying? And even still after that, the Orlando Magic was still good for quite some time until Penny back started and the team started dismantling. And when he got to the Lakers, his game just elevated. Yeah. And Ewing, Vlade Divac, Olajuwon, a lot of guys were still playing. Now he was much more dominant. I will agree with you there. He looked even more dominant when they were on their way out. If that's what you're saying, then I agree with that too. But he was able to get to some conference championships.
Yeah, I get it. He did have a couple of.
I can't just fully say he didn't do it when dudes were still in their prime. That I can't agree with that.
They say Shaq got carried to the text line. Say Shaq got carried to the finals with Kobe, and then Kobe decided to be the main guy. The Shaq won those MVPs in the finals, so I guess you got to give him that. Shaq just used to be bigger than motherfuckers, dropping that motherfucker's shoulder into people and bowling their ass over. They couldn't hang with that shit.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers ain't no smoke with that shoulder. That shit was ending careers and shit.
But let's be real. If it wasn't for Shaq being 300 plus pounds, he wouldn't be nowhere near as dominant as he was.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're looking at overall, like, skill set, if you had him as small as, if he was Kareem size. I mean, Hakeem size.
If he was George Mirasan or fucking Yao Ming size, he would be nowhere near.
Mirasan, that's what I heard in a while.
Yeah.
Damn.
See, a lot of younger people ain't gonna know who the fuck George Mirasan is. That's when when they were the Bullets, not the damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's when people got offended by the damn name and shit. Because bodies were dropping shit. Boys was dropping in Washington. They were like, we got to change this motherfucking name. This shit ain't right.
Yeah, the Wizards just sounded lame when it became the Wizards. Nigga, the Washington Bullets, nigga, them old throwback jerseys, nigga, them hoes used to be clean. I had one. That Jordan Bullets jersey, I had that hoe. When throwbacks came out back in 03, 02, I had one of them hoes.
Man, throwbacks came and went. Them motherfuckers came and went with the quickness. Man,
they did, but Jersey game. But you know what? The Jersey game been back over the last few years. I guess just from a sporting fanatic. But in terms of just throwback jerseys themselves, you right. They went out. They were like done in like 04. Yeah, they were done.
Them hoes came in and went out. Them hoes, they had some clean ones while they was in though. Motherfuckers was getting real unique with some of the.
I wanted that Bo Jackson one more. I mean, no, not the Bo Jackson. That Barry Sanders jersey more than any other jersey, and that Earl Campbell jersey. Yeah, and I could never find it. Not at the price I wanted to buy.
So shit, back when I was around at U of H, I had a partner in New York. He used to ship them hoes to a nigga for the Lolo. Used to sell them hoes. I ain't never wear them, but I'd always sell them hoes. Just motherfucker used to be able to get anything. They used to have a jersey with like the 4 different numbers on there and shit. I would with them hoes. That was like too much. They'd have 2 or 3 different players on that bitch with.
Yeah, see, I need Warren Moon. You see, Jay Dizzle talking about he got over 150 jerseys, bro. I wish I had that problem right now. Like, I swear I did. Like, I wish I had that problem at this very moment. That's all I would be wearing.
Damn, yeah, you hold it down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think they make it a comeback. I think that it's a because I think like you got to like once you change that generation, because really shit, the fucking we got to think about from then. Shit, it's throwback to that time now. I mean, shit, this is what 15 years later. So shit, all that shit, motherfuckers was people who were playing then. Shit, they throwback players now. Shit, that's the crazy shit. I'm chip this phone.
You were right. You're right, bro, but ain't nothing better than that Oilers jersey. Man, it is no jersey that has been created that's fly than that Houston Oilers jersey. And there's so many people outside of Houston that agree.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so many people. When you bring up best jerseys of all time, and every time you mention a Houston Oilers jersey, motherfuckers be like, yeah, I forgot that whole clean. Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna front. Yeah, Houston Oilers jersey is lied in a bit, and it is. The old school Raiders jerseys, clean. The old school Lions jerseys, clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lions' new jerseys is clean as fuck.
Man, speaking of the Vancouver Grid, I forgot they was in Vancouver for a second. That's when I used to play, Not Jam. What was the other one that went hard? NBA Hang Time.
Yeah, Hang Time.
And they used to have what was it? Big Country Reeves. I think that was his name, Big Country. And that Hang Time was live at 5 too, though.
Man, bro, do you remember MSNB Showtime?
Showtime. I remember. Yeah, I remember Showtime. I don't think I played it too much, but I know what you're talking about.
That hoe used to go hard too. You see, a lot of these games, bro, if we go back, like NBA jams, we talking about the NBA jams that used to have motherfucking George Clinton and Bill Clinton on that hoe, Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff on that hoe.
Put the code in.
Cramming boys. Cramming niggas.
Boys don't know about that. That's that. We went from throwback jerseys to throwback games. So you got a Barry but not the Earl. Okay. Mirror side long neck ass.
NBA shootout 96, 97. Come on, bro.
You say Voodoo say Shaq was boss. Kobe Rose Shaq, Coach Tail. Man, we'll discuss that in a second. We're going to talk about that in a second. But let's jump on these Rockets real quick because like I say, as NBA 2K17 a month. I need to do 1 month. I got the 17. Like I said, I need to give it that. But I like that Xbox Game Pass is actually kind of dope because what Xbox is doing now is all the straight to the Xbox exclusives. They go straight to that, so you ain't got to buy the new shit. You just pay the little monthly fee. So it's got a couple of new games like that. Sea of Thieves. I heard a lot of people talking different shit about it. I know that's supposed to be something.
I forgot, man. Why Citizens, bro? The Vancouver Grizzlies old jerseys. Yeah, you right, bro. Them hoes used to be clean. Yeah,
with the bear with the ball.
Man, the old when Damon Stoudemire played for the Raptors. Yeah. Like, man, come on, man. Like I could go team for team. Look, the Denver Nuggets. Bro, with they skyline, I used to like that shit.
Yeah, them hoes were clean. Them hoes was clean. Got a text that say, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were loyal to their team during the 90s and mid-2000s, but now ever since the David Stern era, Chris Paul was supposed to go to the Lakers, but David Stern vetoed the trade. But now you have LeBron joining the Heat in 2012, 13, and 14. Now you got Kevin Durant joining a 73-9 team. LeBron wasn't loyal to Cleveland. Kevin Durant was almost making it to the final. Man, like that's why I guess I cannot have. I like Kevin Durant is damn good. Let's be honest, but I'll never have that respect for him because of the way he played. Like, you had that team on the ropes. You know, now I don't know what kind of tension and what kind of beef he had with Russell. And I could kind of understand it because Russell doesn't make people better around him. And maybe he felt like he was being limited. Maybe he felt like he wasn't thriving. But to go to Golden State and go join the team that you had with they back up against the ropes, you had them 3-1 and then just feel good about the things that you've done, you know what I'm saying, and making burner. Like, that's why I tell you, like, Kevin Durant is, I honestly don't feel like he's mentally stable. Like, I'm not saying he's crazy, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not saying that, no, he might be a little cuckoo, but I'm not saying that he's not functional, but he's like, who the fuck, man, you telling me you got hundreds of millions, you got shoe deals, you got all this other shit going on. I wouldn't give a fuck about what anybody, I don't now, but I ain't got that type of platform, but I wouldn't give a shit about what anybody was saying about me on fucking Twitter, much less going and making burner accounts trying to motherfucking me, you know what I'm talking about? You say Westbrook has a better all around. Oh man.
Wait, what happened?
Tree say Westbrook has a better all around game. Westbrook deals. No, he does Westbrook not. Is a superior athlete. I won't take that from. I feel like Westbrook probably could have been a cold ass receiver, but he's a superior athlete. You know what I'm saying? No. But just as far as him being better, like James is finesse and action. To me, Russell just be out there jacking him. Russell knows his strengths and he plays to those. But the thing to me is like Russell. Like what kills me with Russell is that they don't. Like the rebounds, that kills me, the way he gets those rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Because he won't play defense. He'll let a motherfucker bust a wide open ass three in hopes that they miss so he can get that little easy rebound. And then the thing to me is just like, unless, like I said, I haven't been paying attention to all OKC games, unless some shit didn't change, you know. And there ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be the man. But when you got other guys around you who could probably do a bit better job at hitting that shot. If I'm not mistaken, Russell Westbrook has the lowest 3-point percentage in the league for. I forgot what the standard is for how many shots you have
for
to
a
take.
star player.
But
I can believe that.
But yeah, he's out the low. His shit is like in the low third. I think it was almost like 29.1 one time when I seen it. You know what I'm saying?
That's not good.
Yeah. So it's like my thing with Russell is this. I hated Russell Westbrook.
I'm gonna give him his due.
Yeah.
Great ball handler, good passer. When he wants to pass, he can shoot. He can shoot from every aspect of the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? But he's not better than James Harden. I'm sorry. He's not. Chris Paul is better than him overall as a basketball player, if we being real.
My thing is that I think that people don't give. Yeah, statistically, if you look at the stats, because his assists are above James and his rebounds are above James. If we're talking about the stats, but my thing is like, and I'm not a big stat person, man, honestly, because you can use stats to form it, but they don't really tell it. They don't really tell the full story.
If stats meant something, then the Jacksonville Jaguars had the best argument a couple of years ago when Blake Bortles threw for over 35 touchdowns and 4,500 yards, but he still ended up like 3-13, 5-11. You know, when the season was over. Mm-hmm. So would you call him good? And we all know as fans he did this in garbage time. Mm-hmm. If you're not dominating when the game is on the line, and you can't consistently dominate the better competition, then how can you be a great player? And that's how I feel about Westbrook.
Yeah, I think Westbrook, like I say, he played emotional, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think you gotta pick and choose when you. I mean, but if that's what drives you, you know what I'm saying. And here's my thing: like I say, I hated Westbrook for the majority of the time he played with KD up until that last year they played together when Kevin Durant got hurt, and I kind of started watching Westbrook. Excuse me. And then, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck we look at? Not there, and he beats out. But yeah, but that's what happened. That's what got him the MVP last year was the stats, because it wasn't the wins, and we saw what Harden did to him straight up 1-on-1. You know, because people say, oh, he needs help. Shit. He had Oladipo and old boy, and them boys went off to Oladipo. Now everybody calling him the most improved. Shit, if it wasn't for Oladipo, Clint Capella would hands down hold that. But Oladipo been hooping. I can't knock that. But I liked Westbrook from that last year he's with Durant up until he won the MVP. Once he took James Harden MVP, once they gave him that bullshit at the end of the year for them like them last 2 weeks, because he just went off against nobody teams. I forgot who lit somebody up. It was like a nobody team, and everybody's making a big deal about it. And then they just gave my boy MVP away for some fabricated stats on some Oscar Robertson shit. I mean, if you watch the OKC, watch Russell Westbrook. He plays less defense than James Harden. Honestly, and then matter of fact, I got to tweet that. Actually, if you look at some of the statistics, James Harden actually has better statistics than LeBron James on defense in a few categories. And if you look at it, but people ain't saying that. People, this is the narrative now. Like, Harden, he plays a little bit of defense. No, man, I'm telling you, Chris Paul got on his ass. He didn't made him realize the importance of playing defense. Because look at that game. What was that yesterday? And fucking. They had a 2-on-1 on James, and normally James would just let it go, fuck it, let him score, and get back to business. James played extremely great defense, got the block, you know what I'm saying, and fucking kicked it back and put on 2. I mean, that's like shit. That dude,
honestly, what Chris Paul is doing for him and how he holds them accountable, that's exactly what him and the rest of the organization for the Rockets wanted. Fucking old buddy who walked last year, that plays for Atlanta now, Dwight Howard. Yeah. That's what they wanted him to do, but he couldn't do that.
Yeah, like I say, yeah. Dwight wanted to be the man for no reason. Some people want to be the man just because. You got to realize there's some responsibility that go with that. Dwight really wasn't reliable. He played when he wanted to play, you know what I'm saying, when he wasn't hurt and shit. And let's say it is what it is. Like I said, he didn't have the makeup to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? And
At first, I couldn't see what everybody had against fucking Dwight Howard. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until his last year I saw what everybody was talking about. And I had to come on that. Because I was for Dwight. I was for Dwight coming here, but I was for Dwight coming here even before he joined the Lakers. I was like, bro, Dwight with Harden and a few other guys, bro, could have been, and we had success while he was here. So it's not like the time he was here we wasn't successful, bro. We was going to the fucking, conference championships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we were in games, you know what I'm saying? A couple of things just happened to go, the other team's way, but he contributed while he was here. Was it as a great of contribution that we would have liked as Houston Rockets fans? No, but I mean, it's not like he didn't give us some production while he was here. And that's what I hate, when people act like he didn't produce when he was here. No, he produced.
Yeah, he was solid.
He was still a top defender in the league, which he has always been. And he had a decent amount of points. Like, he was averaging with between 18 to 20 points while he was here. How is that a bad thing?
Yeah. It was, like I said, it was just that chemistry. You could see that clashing, and you could just see that it was just that chemistry. It wasn't right. But this team, that's the biggest strength to me with this Rockets team, because you got to look at how that Texans team was playing when Deshaun was out there. Look at this Rockets team now. Look at the Astros. Like I said, even without me just knowing a lot about it, the motherfuckers out there having fun. They getting paid, but this is the reason they started playing the game, and they're getting to enjoy that feeling again. Because it's one thing when it gets to a point where it becomes like a job. You're not winning, you're getting your ass kicked, and you're just collecting a check, going out there embarrassing yourself every night. But these motherfuckers out there having fun, playing the way they want to play ball. James Harden go out there and they don't run no fucking plays. I mean, they got plays, of course, but most of the time James go there, we're going to play a little iso ball. He going to chop somebody up, play with a motherfucker for about 20 seconds, and then, you know what I'm saying, like with the step back, hit him with the step back action, and then fucking, hit the shot, or he gonna chop him up. You see he rolling people on the ground and shit. Same thing with Chris Paul. Chris Paul get out there and he get to do what he want to do too. And so they out there having fun. Chris Paul out there dancing and going between the legs, hitting them with the okey doke and all that other shit. And he chopping up that. That's what they love when motherfuckers switch and they put a big on Chris Paul or James Harden. That's when shit start getting ugly.
And just the fact that Chris Paul brings a dynamic, bro. They ain't losing no games really with Chris Paul and Dwight and Harden being on the floor. Yeah. Like, they've lost 3 total games. What? Not even 3 games, because the game they lost, he didn't even play.
Yeah.
So, what? You done only lost, 2 games the whole season with both of them boys on the floor?
Yeah.
Name who else can say that?
Nobody. And that's what people are discounting.
Not even the fucking Golden State Warriors can say that.
That's what people are discounting.
Oh my God, like that shit is a story, and that needs to be talked about daily, because how do you have 2 specific players, one comes up in free agency and hands down probably one of the greatest additions in free agency to the Houston Rockets ever? Mm-hmm. It's looking that way because we have a record that indicates
I would have to
that we've never even had.
Yeah, I'd have to say so. I would have to say that's the greatest addition, because I mean,
it's the greatest addition. Period.
We brought in what's the name, and he ain't do shit. We've had other things as free agent. We brought in Dwight. He ain't saying he ain't do shit, but he didn't impact the team like CP3 did. Because you talking back then, that was some 40-something win teams. Maybe I know they had a 50-something win season, but it ain't never been like this. It ain't never been this type of feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Yeah, I agree, Tracy. I don't see us going past 5 games, because the thing is, like you said, look, you talking about CP3, Capella, and Harden on the floor. 40 something in 2. I forgot exactly what it is with their whole thing. But you telling me, so somebody got to do in 7 games what hasn't been done in 82 games.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so 40-2. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So you
40-2.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's fucking crazy.
That's ridiculous. So like I say, my biggest concern is health. But I want to keep that rhythm like D'Antoni already got planned. He's saying that he gonna motherfucking me. He gonna make sure that he keep him in action. He's letting guys rest. I think Ariza got the rest last time. He said he tried to rest Tucker, but Tucker wasn't having that shit. And I think, and I want to touch on that too, because Trizzy, you was talking about they finally got some hitters, and you ain't lying. They got some boys that's gonna drop nuts on the court, and that's what they've been lacking. Gerald Green ain't playing no games with nobody. PJ Tucker ain't playing no games with nobody. Tell you, Muthaf, he a quiet killer. You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking a whole lot. He just gonna get out there and he gonna be about that action. He gonna make it shake. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna motherfucking me. You can't score on these dudes. If you do, you gonna have a hell of a time trying to. Cause if PJ Tucker ain't first team all defense, the NBA is on some full bullshit because this motherfucker has been, dog. The things that he does, they don't show up on the stat sheet. They don't have stats for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? The pressure that he puts on people, you know, and I was like Dan Tony. Dan Tony's like, I'm surprised to find out he ain't never motherfucking me been on one. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, Voodoo, you in the Millionaires Club? We're all in the Millionaires Club. I know some of y'all flipped that 500,000 sauce. But Rhino, but we know what Rhino is. You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing with Rhino and why he's necessary is because Rhino can stretch the floor. You know what I'm saying? And you have to respect his shot because you know he can hit from way out there. He can hit from deep. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, you talking about 3-4 steps behind the 3-point line. He gonna hit that though. He gonna be money. And so that spaces out the defense. So you have to respect him. You can't just leave him out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he a peon or something. Cause you treat him like a peon, he gonna get his 3 on. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bang you, and you gonna regret that shit. You say, you hit the text and say, real talk, both hard and CP3, both play a lot Saturday night. I'm trying to figure out if I want my birthday gift to be that game or not. I'm gonna see, because Whatchamacallit said he's gonna be playing him. He said he's gonna be playing him. He's not really with Weston. I'm fucking talking like the Wascally Wabbit and shit. He said he's not really with resting him, and he wants them to be in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, though. What they got to realize, like, if the Blazers, I think they played. Did they play tonight? Because I think they had to get one win. Because if the Blazers would have lost out, I mean, they still are in that range where they can lose the 3 seed, but somebody else will have to win out. I'm not saying that it's a virtual possibility, but it's most likely not going to happen. But the fucking West, man. Like I say, we don't know who we're going to face because that shit changed. As a matter of fact, I need to see after tonight's game to see where we at. Because that bottom of the West, you talking about Denver right there, half game out. You talking about Minnesota right there at the 7th seed. Well, they were at the 7th seed. I know the Jazz had jumped from like 8th to the 4th seed over the last couple of weeks. It's a bunch of motherfucking shit going on. We got a call coming in on the sauce line. It's that boy Triz. What's the motherfucking deal, Triz? Oh, man. My fault. Hold on, give me 1 second, Triz. It ain't coming through. Let me make sure I get this thing in here properly. I had the shit set up. I must be fool. I must be moving around here and ain't paying no attention and shit.
You got home and let's from that.
Okay, hold on one. Damn, why do I think
you don't worry about tickets. Let's go pay them that.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have to get you to repeat it because I can't. All right, you can repeat that for me. The South line was there if I couldn't hear you.
Okay, I say, find out what's the next home game, and let me and you go to that real quick. You know it's on me.
Okay, we can make that shake. I see.
We need to get that last home game in, and we can do that as a good sauce.
Okay, yeah, that'll be some live. Yeah,
we'll make that a good sauce.
Okay.
But yeah, let's make that happen, man. Okay. Goddamn, you know I see you every other day, so yeah.
Yeah, bet that. Let's make that shake. Bet that.
Yeah, let's make that shake.
Already. Because matter of fact, yeah.
And that boy Trizzy know how to show love, man.
That's you know what I'm saying? Shit, let's make something happen. Tell them people, make sure they send them links in, cause them shirts will be done. I'm gonna get 40 shirts done.
Okay.
So make sure they send them motherfucking links in, so we can go and get the shit done. I can send them on to them, or you can send them to them. However, you know. Yeah. Let's just make it happen.
Ready. We gonna make it shake.
Shit, I'm finna put my shit in because I definitely want one. I've been wanting that red salt. That red
yeah, we already know we want that. That's a bit Triz. Man, Triz showing love. Y'all heard the man. Look, y'all heard the man. Look, Voodoo, I got you, man. Yeah, look, y'all just all y'all gotta do is, like I say, y'all can either send the email, just hit me on the sauce line, say, hey, I want a shirt. Hit me. You can hit me on the Twitter. You can hit me on the gram and the DM. However y'all got to get at me. If y'all want that shirt action, like you say you're going to drop 40 of them. Matter of fact, let me see. Should be 29 deep right now. So if y'all on your shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could be the first in the action. And then, whoever missed out, well, you know. So Already, look, let me take down a couple of names here, and then look, what y'all got to do is shoot me a thing, and then yeah, because what I say when y'all hit me on one of those, I don't want y'all putting y'all personal information in the chat or nothing like that, because you know people are crazy. This is the internet. But y'all hit me on the like I said, on any one of these other little platforms. Y'all know how to reach me. Shit, even if you got to send me a message on Xbox, goddamn. Just get at me. Send me an address. You know what I'm saying. Make sure a size and an address. You know what I'm saying? And that way, we'll make sure you get right. We're going to make sure you get right. So I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, and then if we do that, then I got another little idea. I mean, man, look. Man, like I say again, is I got to stop and just say thank y'all, man. Like I say, y'all done made it a hell of an evening. Y'all done got me wired and inspired again. Like I say, it's no stopping now. It ain't no, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, man, sometimes I think about things, I have thoughts, I doubt myself on certain things, not just about this, but it's just certain activity. But now, every idea, everything, I'm finna just start pushing. You know what I'm saying? The shit that stick,
yeah.
The shit that stick, don't stick.
Know my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Say,
when it's Sauce Society. And also, what's your thoughts on WrestleMania?
Yeah, I got you, view y'all. My thoughts on WrestleMania. I really don't have any. I haven't I haven't really motherfucking me. I ain't really fuck with wrestling in a minute. Like, I was an Attitude Era type dude. You know what I'm saying? We talking about The Rock. We talking about, like, back when it was Wolfpack and NWO.
Yeah,
we talking
wrestling
about,
ain't been real since '99, since WCW versus NWO. Revenge.
Yeah, when the games was live. When we talking about 64 action and shit.
Yeah, when you used to play WWF Raw on 64, and you used to play with, you know, the Hardy Brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, them days is over with. Like, none of these dudes can hold a candle to what wrestling was in the late 80s and early 90s and late 90s.
Yeah. And the reason why is because of guys like, because when you had guys like The Rock and Cena and all these guys blow up and get up out of wrestling and go make big money elsewhere, see the WWE or whatever it's called now, they start realizing, shit, we creating all these motherfuckers, they going and making more money than they'll ever make with us. And so what I've heard is that they've been trying to limit, like, the stardom of players, I mean, not players, of wrestlers, like, making it too big. You know what I mean? And so, because of all the big names they lost, like I say, like The Rock, like Cena, you know, they went on to do some big things. I think it was somebody else. But I see somebody ask, do y'all think there's any chance the Texans take a look at Lewis or Gates, the older veteran tight ends? How would you feel about that? I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know, maybe a short deal, a 1 year type situation. But how do you feel about that, Wink? Maybe might have to step out for a second. But I would take a look at him. I'd take a look at I like both of them actually. Lewis done been an opponent for years. I think just to put it in the Jags' face, I'd take a look at Lewis.
You said something to me, Honcho?
Yeah. I was asking you because they say any chance that the Texans take a look at Lewis or Gates. I said I'd take a look at it on a short deal. I said, how do you feel about that?
Mercedes Lewis or Gates?
Or Gates, yeah.
I'd probably say Mercedes Lewis just because he's a younger player. If you had to make a choice, like if those were the only two options on the table and I had to take one, I'd take him. But yeah, there's no way you can take Gates at this point in his career. I'm sorry. Yeah. You just can't. You can't.
Blazers or Thunder? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Dame hungry than a motherfucker right now. Like, Dame feel like he got something to prove. He just can't get past them Rockets. So I ain't gonna knock. I like Dame just when he's not playing against Houston. OKC when they want to play. OKC steps up against the better teams. They don't play as hard against teams like, you know, little 500 average teams and stuff when they really should. You know, they could be much more dominant. I think OKC, it takes a big game for them to get up into it.
They sound like the Titans.
Damn. See the Blazers tomorrow. Okay. Oh, you talking about okay. The you talking about the whatchamacallit? Which game? It probably have to be the Thunder one then, because tomorrow got to take care of the little situation. So yeah, it would have to be the Thunder action. I thought you were talking about playing head to head and shit. But said question for Wink. Ed Man says, hey, do you think the Blazers are a real threat? say, okay, see what you want. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you after the whatchamacallit. We gonna chop it up. Cause like I say, we've been holding it down, but I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Cause I see folks just sliding out and taking care of some things, and so yeah. But I'm gonna hit you in just a few minutes. We'll chop it up.
Nah, I ain't sleeping. Yeah, man, shit. I got kids in here that's running around and I'm cleaning my damn room up. Shit.
Yeah, you got to do daddy duties, man.
Yeah, shit. I'm just taking a step away.
Shit. Yeah. So like I say, but I mean, you got to respect the Blazers. I don't think they can beat the Rockets. It would take. They'd have to be clicking on all cylinders. Because last game they actually had a good chance that their role players kept them in the game, but Dame and C.J. McCollum, they did that stupid ass interview before the game talking all that shit, and then you know what I'm saying? And so that's very interesting. What's up, Justin? What's going down? Well, save the sauce. Well, the sauce has been saved, thankfully, and feeling like I got a burden off my back, but It was a situation I have to deal with, some things that are going on behind the scenes, and shout out to Sauce Nation. They came through in the motherfucking be clutch. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, the clutch.
Yeah.
Shit, they the real MVP, bro.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think everybody else deserves I think they deserve 500,000 more.
For sticking with it for one more time. You think you need 500,000? That's
they need another extra 500,000.
Yeah, for going over they went above and beyond the Call of Duty.
They went way above and beyond.
So I appreciate that. Yeah, we can make that shit shake. It's either way. But like I say, man, with that being said, man, y'all held it down like a motherfucker, man. Like I say, I sincerely thank each and every one of y'all. I appreciate everybody who showed love, man. That shit there, man. Like, I don't even know what to say about that shit, man. I'm very thankful. That's all I can say, man. But that man was asking if you thought the Blazers were a real threat.
Yeah. Hell yeah, they are. They've been playing their ass off, and they've been giving us some problems even during the season. They only gonna step that up, but we gonna step it up another notch too. Mm-hmm. And we got more to prove than the Blazers do. The Blazers got time to really get to the status that we at right now with the team that we have assembled. Mm-hmm. They're a younger team. They got the next 2-3 years, possibly even next year, to really make that major push if they get the right additions in.
Yeah. I feel like they need one more piece.
Got Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
We gonna win
for the sauce.
We gonna win it,
and hopefully Anderson can be back by the playoffs.
Ed, man. Yeah, he should be good. I think he should. That's an old. All Anderson needed to do was fucking tighten up his shoe. You know what I'm saying? He acted like it was just that bad. That's man. Anybody who never played basketball at the motherfucking park and had that motherfucking injury. That motherfucker laid on the ground like he lost his soul and you know what I'm saying, all that other shit on the little ankle roll. You know what I'm saying? Boy, tighten up your shoe and get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had one of them old little ankle twists. But yeah, Anderson. But hopefully, because he's gonna be a necessary piece though. I mean, not a major piece, but he will be necessary. He'll be needed. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, because like I said, he can stretch that defense out on that second unit. But again, I don't know how deep into the rotation D'Antoni's gonna go. Excuse me. Pardon me. But I expect a couple of games to the Rockets to get out to some healthy leads, and you know that second unit is gonna see a significant amount of time. I truly, honestly feel that way. So he's gonna be necessary. He's a viable addition for that. So I definitely think that Rhino is a major necessity, major key, like DJ Khaled say. Yeah, the real fan people ain't mentioned it. The thing is, they trying to use stuff. Yeah, exactly. Man, man, I'm telling you, this is what's finna happen, man. Excuse me. It's better than them damn hiccups. Houston it's about to be all the things that we've always felt like it should be and be recognized in the manner it should. And even if the national media still ain't gonna show us the love, because we about to have back-to-back World Series champs. We finna put that Rockets Oreo in the middle of the, we're gonna put a Rockets ring in the middle of the two Astros rings. And then the Texans.
Hell yeah.
The Texans, depending on what they do in the draft.
This would be the best trifecta if the World Series just happened. That was the first championship. Yeah. Then the Rockets win it. It's going to be the third championship in history. Mm-hmm. And then they fuck around and we win. Do you know what that is going to do for the city of Houston in terms of a sports city that every single team won in the calendar year? That shit is going to be retarded.
Oh, yeah, you got to respect it. You have to respect that. You that's a championship city, most valuable city. Not because you got to think about this, too.
And what better team better to do it than us?
Exactly. Think about Altuve, MVP. James Harden, MVP. Fuck around next year. Watson might fuck around and be MVP. Most valuable city. Y'all can't tell me nothing, man. Y'all can't tell me.
They was honestly going to call him that. He was in that conversation before he even got hurt.
As a rookie.
Like, legitimately.
As a rookie.
As a rookie. Like, that don't happen. That don't happen unless you're special.
Man. So do you think Houston is a big market city or a middle market? The thing is we should be a big market, but we get treated like a small market.
We are.
But the reason why I blame it is I feel like it's a lot of the other fans here. You got I'm not saying not fans of Houston, but you got a lot of just randoms. You know what I'm saying? Like people who were in the sport while the Oilers were gone, so they start fucking with the Cowboys or elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got people for some reason that just don't ride with the Rockets. I'm a Lakers fan or I'm a
My cousin, she says she a Lakers fan and she like the Cowboys, but she from Houston. Like that shit. She said, and I remember I was like, you was the Oilers? She was like, I ain't never supported the Oilers when they was here. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. I was like, how you from the H? Exactly. Like it killed me. Like my partner's from the hood. Like three of my partners from my hood in South Park are Patriots fans. Like, do you know how, like, this been hitting home, and I've been knowing this for a long time, and these motherfuckers I fuck with. And it's just so crazy, bro. We got motherfuckers in South Park that's talking about they Patriots fans, bro. This how real it is. Like, motherfuckers that you've been knowing that your day one partners is Patriots fans. Like, it don't nothing hurt worse than that, bro, than on a sports tip to know that one of your player partners is a Patriots fan and got the jersey and put it on Instagram and everything. That's some whole shit.
That is.
Yeah, we went the
South Park Mexicans
with the fuzzy ball at the top when it's cold outside. Oh man.
I remember one time I pulled some whole shit. I went out we were just back a couple of years back, man. Me and my partners, we went out to go to the bar, get some drinks and shit. And I was at the little wing spot, and then we back there. We went to the bar after that. But we stopped at the little wing spot, and they had like a little jersey day. I guess the Texans game was on. And the chick who was waiting our table, she had a Patriots jersey on.
Wow.
And I was like, man, what the fuck? A Brady jersey, as a matter of fact. And so on some whole shit, I gave a tip to somebody else, man. I'm like, I ain't fuck with that. How you from the motherfucking city and you fuck with some other shit? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like,
and I would have let her know I gave her tip to somebody.
Oh, she synced it. She synced it. Because the other chick, like, it wasn't just on some rent, but the other chick, but realistically, there was another chick helping her, and the other chick was actually giving better service. You know what I'm saying? Because she was actually coming through and checking on the motherfuckers. So I say, fuck that bitch and a Patriots jersey. Here you go.
Yeah. That only made it easier. Yeah. You know what? We did that to this.
All right, Voodoo Child, I appreciate it, man. Sincerely.
Oh yeah, man. We just did that shit. When we went to, like, one of the last few times we went to the Buffalo Wild Wings out here. We thought that bitch was gonna wait our table again. We was like, we moving if this bitch out and try to go in because she was trash. I'm like, bro, like, get out of here. Like, you were sorry. We had to get the manager. The manager had to take shit off just to make us feel comfortable because we made it clear. Now we come in here. We love coming in here. There ain't no way we putting up with sorry ass service. And he made that shit right with the quickness.
Yeah. I can't blame you on that one, Dizzle. You know what I'm saying? If the team left and then you need something, you keeping it in Texas. But when the team came back, you know what I'm saying, you stayed in the city. But it's like you got people who just been in Houston their whole life, even when the Oilers was around, and they're Cowboys fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I don't I don't understand.
I can understand that if it was deep seated, but the Oilers been around since the '60s. It really ain't no reason for a Cowboys fan to exist in Houston when people from Houston hate Dallas as a whole. So how can you rep a Dallas team when you know you hate Dallas and everything about Dallas, especially their hairstyles? Yeah. Like, come on, like we don't even want to get on the hairstyles. Like
that boy Trish say South Park about the motherfucking money, wink nigga. You know that.
Yeah.
Already. So can't stand Jerry Jones. Fuck me. Yeah, Jerry Jones said he's a spectacle.
Yeah.
See, I was an Astros and Rockets fan growing up and grew into the Texans as Foster was going off. My family wasn't a football family, but I got into it already. When I heard
I've been fans of teams like my secondary team is the Eagles because I always love the Eagles. I love the Eagles when Randall Cunningham was there. You know what I'm saying? I always been an Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a Cowboys fan. I think I was a Cowboys fan for like 2 seconds when Deion Sanders was there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when you watch the little Giants, you know, you like their little bullshit jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. You know, but like I wasn't a Cowboy fan for real. You know what I'm saying? I always liked the Steelers.
Yeah. I love the Steelers.
I respect, you know, I got respect for a lot of teams out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not like a fan I'm a fan of football first. Then I'm a fan of a team. And that's how it should be. You know, but that's where the fanboys and fangirls get shit twisted, and that's why they don't make sense when they talk. Because they be too fans of they either be fans of players or just fans of teams, but they don't be a fan of the sport, and that's why shit get fucked up, and that's why people say the shit, and they points get backed up by casual fans when casual fans' opinions shouldn't even matter.
Yeah. So where were you at when the Rocks made that huge comeback against the Clippers during the 2015 playoffs and 3-1 comeback? Where was I at? Let's see. So 2015. Yeah, that's before everything went ape shit. Shit, I was cooling at the crib. Just probably lit. On the cool. Shit, they're thinking about it. Shit. So, I mean, I might have caught one of them games out and about, because that's when I used to kind of get out and about a little bit more. Shit, man. The Houston Gamblers fan already. See, my second was Carolina until Cam forgot he was a nigga. K. Roots that dude no more. But Cam,
I'm a somewhat Panthers fan just because I've been in North Carolina for a minute, and I love Cam Newton. I like what he stands for. I can see their games like on TV out here like all the damn time. So I mean, I like the Panthers. I like the Panthers. I've been liking the Panthers way before Cam Newton was even an entity. I liked them when they had Jake Delhomme.
Yeah,
hell, okay. I liked them when they had. I liked them when they had Jake Delhomme and when Julius Peppers and Steve Smith. They made me.
Okay, man, y'all remember? I see y'all talking about Sean talking about Jay-Z doing some different shit since college. That's why I fuck with Cam. Man, I don't know if y'all remember. I might have told y'all about it. I think I did tell y'all about that. But the shit, I know y'all remember. It was like a big hype when he was coming to the league, and they was talking about, oh, Cam dating this Snow Bunny. Ooh, but they was all on Bossip and Media Takeout and all that shit because he had took some pictures with some chick, and they was making like a big deal out of it. Turn out that chick was my homegirl, like was my partner, little sister. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was talking about, oh, this is his girlfriend. This is why it's hard to believe shit on the media. She ain't even know who that nigga was. She was just some random nigga that she was at a party at a hotel somewhere. She said she seen him, and they just took some pictures and shit. And the next thing you know, on the internet, oh, Cam dating a Becky, and she Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the internet will just put anything out there. So you got to really be careful and check your sources and things like that. They'll say anything, especially these gossip sites, dog. You got to be real careful about a lot of that off the wall shit, man, because they'll tell you anything. It's just for fucking clicks. You know?
Got Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Oh, yeah, What's your thoughts on Astros raising prices on everything like parking, tickets, etc.?
I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, they gotta pay for them 1,300 rings they got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once you start winning, you can make people pay. Now the Texans, they raised everything up 4% and fucking ain't winning shit. They wasn't doing shit last year, but that's 4% for Deshaun.
I seen a game the other day, man.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I just put on because the Astros game was on, and it was like 3:00 in the afternoon. Yeah. And 3:00 in the afternoon out here, so it was like 2:00 in here. I didn't see not one empty seat. Like you talking about fans is coming out, especially they didn't put on for the city now. So now that it's the baseball market is something to be reckoned with in Houston now, and they got a loaded ass squad.
Yeah,
man, look,
still don't get no love in the national media. That's why it's fucked the national media. It's
crazy.
That's like, I don't understand. Like I say, my baseball knowledge is limited, but all I know is that, like I say, speaking to the baseball fans that I know, you know, asking about Cole and some of these other guys and things like that. How do you know, these guys have guys that would be, from what I'm told, you know, second and third pitchers on other teams, you know, coming out the bullpen and shit. My thing is this, is how do you have a loaded team that just won everything, didn't lose anything, and you added pieces to make it better? And you're telling me that some other team that was one of the teams that this team beat on the way to their World Series championship is better than them now. And they ain't done too much of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that I just ain't. That's the shit I just don't understand, man. But like I say, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. That's why the sauce is here. That's why we're here to stir up the flavor. And that's why we're going to make it shake. So they can't fucking stand the Mavericks. I hate the Mavericks, too. Like, I don't fuck with the Mavericks. Like, I like Dirk.
No.
But the rest of the Mavericks, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
I hate the Mavericks, but I hate the Spurs way worse. I think the reason why I hate the Spurs way worse, the Spurs would probably be all right if they fans wasn't so shitty and they didn't have dudes like Skip Bayless in the media pumping them up and talking this and saying that. I already know they have a great coach. I know they have a great coach. I know I don't like anything that Skip Bayless likes anyway. Like, he goes against the grain all the time. He goes against all the legitimate boxers. He goes against all the legitimate MMA fighters. He goes against all the legitimate football teams, with the exception of the Patriots. That's the only team of notable that he supports that actually wins and does shit consistently year in and year out. That's the only winning culture or organization or team that has any winning ability. Yeah. I mean, in the Spurs in recent years, but the Spurs ain't been the Spurs in like 3-4 years now. If we being real, the Spurs ain't been shit since what? They won their last championship. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Since Duncan didn't bounce, you know, it's not the same team now. Kawhi solid though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Kawhi solid, but you see, like, and that's a first for the Spurs to actually see all this tension that they got going on in their organization. Now, my deal with the Spurs is a situation where I hate the Spurs, but I respect the Spurs. Like, I respect.
Yeah, right.
You know?
That's the same way I feel about the Patriots. Yeah. And even the Lakers when they were good. Yeah. That's how I felt about them. I hate them, but I respect them. I can't stand Kobe Bryant as a man. Man, I can't stand him, but I mean, his game is it's undisputed. I mean, you can't sit here and act like this man was not the truth even after Kobe left. He was still the truth when he had Bynum and old buddy Paul Gasol and Derek Fisher and all the rest of the boys that he had to play, because he done played with like 3 of the best centers his whole career. Like, he always had a legitimate center to hold it down while he was playing, except for the latter part of his career when Paul was falling off. Yeah. And Kobe is a snitch and just a snake, and like, he does shit like he violates guy code. Yeah. And if you've been following Kobe since the 90s, like I have, like, Kobe's a hoe ass nigga. Like, for real. Like, Kerry Kittles mixed them up. Or you remember when Kerry Kittles mixed them up, Honcho?
Didn't was Chris Childs too?
Chris Childs and Kerry Kittles mixed them up.
And then what happened? What else? Who? It was one more. Was it him and Reggie? Who got into it? It was somebody else.
No, matter of fact, he used to get his ass whooped so much that after a while, it came out that he had to go to tell he literally, bro, and you know I'm not lying, bro. The motherfucker had to go get he had to take self-defense lessons. Yeah. This came out. Like, he had to go see, this is how far back we go. If you're a real sports fan and you've been following shit throughout the years, and I got away from following basketball the way I used to because basketball as a whole changed, and I didn't like the way the game was going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the flopping and all the shit they started allowing, just a lot of that crazy shit.
Or how it was a long time ago. But yes, Kobe Bryant is a whole ass nigga. He like, even when he caught up with his whole rape allegations, and when you come out and say, oh, well, Shaq was cheating on his wife in this game, you did everything you could to take the heat off of you when you got these allegations and you want to sit here and talk about what the next man got going on in his situation and fuck his shit up. I can't respect no man like that.
Yeah, nah.
I'm not no Kobe hater. I just don't like Kobe as a man.
Yeah. Okay, I was thinking Doug Christie got with him, but it wasn't Kobe who Doug Christie got with. Doug Christie got with Rick Fox. That's who got that fight. Rick Fox, that old slick ass daytime fucking soap opera looking haircut he had. That motherfucker used to kill me, dog. Looking like the motherfucking the other man in a Tyler Perry movie and shit.
Yeah, Rick Fox was a beast, bro. They had Rick Fox, Nick Van Exel. They had Shaq. They had Eddie Jones. People forget about Eddie Jones. I haven't. Eddie Jones used to be a beast, you know. But Robert Horry, he been on every single team that was great and contributed to all of their championships, bro. Like, he's the greatest sixth man of all time. If Robert Horry is nothing else, he's the greatest sixth man of all time. Yeah. Nobody has contributed to teams in certain spots and come off the bench the way that Robert Horry has for 3 separate franchises, 2 of them in Texas and 1 in California. Yeah. That man has done things for every single franchise that he's played for.
You ride with Rick Fox, Jay Dizzle, don't do that, man. But I respect Horry because what you got to look at with Horry is every one of those championship rings he got on his finger, he contributed a big shot, a major shot, somewhere along the way in those playoff runs that elevated them to the next level, or, you know what I'm saying, put them in a crucial game, win, late game shot. Big shot Bob, that ain't no lie.
And hold on, let me address this. Let me address this because Ed, man, I know he fucking disproved the allegations for the rape. Everybody knows that. Yeah. I'm talking about, but what he did to Shaq. Yeah, he outed him. Hating on him and talking about what he did and how he was cheating. He was getting his own thing to take the heat off of him. This he actually did, and this is why he is a hoe ass nigga. Period. You get no love for that. That's supposed to be your partner, your teammate. Y'all supposed to be. Yeah. Right. So that show you exactly what kind of dude Kobe is. Off the court, you don't want nothing to do with that dude, man. Like he gonna throw you under the bus to save himself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my weed. I know. But he bought it though. He bought the pound though. I didn't have anything to do with that. He one of them first 48 type of niggas who rubbed his head and asking for a Coke and a number 2 from Popeyes. Make sure you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like Kobe Bryant is a whole hoe. Yeah. Like he got his skirt on just like Omar Epps did on Ellen DeGeneres show a couple of years ago.
You said, what'd you say, Brandon? Say I be hoeing niggas on Dead by Daylight. Don't be talking. What you talking? Man, Dead by Daylight. That's because them motherfuckers be pulling that bullshit. So I be on that motherfucker cussing and mad. I be sounding like a psychopath when I be playing that shit on the fucking Twitch because motherfuckers be playing games. Look, hey, the whole point of that is to catch bodies. So I'm finna embrace the mind of a serial killer. Look, and if them motherfuckers pull a stunt, bitch, get your motherfucking ass over. What you trying to run for, bitch? I see your blood, ho. You spilling. Yeah. Bitch, get your ass.
You remember when we was in the playoffs a few years ago, like 2007, when Artest was playing for that, and he almost put hands on Kobe. You remember that? Yeah, man, bro. Like so many people have put their hands on Kobe. Like, we ain't even talking about almost putting their hands on Kobe. Like, Kobe Bryant is a mark. Like, as a man. I'm not talking about as a basketball player, just as a man.
Hey, I know what you're talking about, Brandon. When I wasn't playing as the killer, you talking about when I played as a survivor shit. Yeah, I did pull some whole moves. That motherfucker was chasing me, so I ran straight by my teammate, so that motherfucker would turn and chase up motherfucking ass shit. The game is to survive shit. You know
Kobe ain't no different. Kobe ain't no different than Johnny Depp wife and blow.
Damn.
Like, he ain't no different. He's got the kilo in the trunk right now. Like, that's exactly how Kobe is. Bro.
Oh, like, man. So to be honest, that scene in that movie ain't fire. You did that, man. That one in the I want to say, was it the mom? Was it the mom that was on some hoe? It's been a minute since I've seen that hoe.
The mama called the cops on him at first. I had no choice. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. Yeah. What was I supposed to be, an accomplice? Then his wife. Was like, you know, she was on that bullshit.
Yeah, she was out of there. That shit,
funny. Then the third one, when he got out, when he was just trying to get some money so he could get his daughter back and take her and give her a new life, he only wanted to do that one deal. Yeah. And his homeboy for 30 years set him up. Man. You know what I'm saying? And the cops didn't even want to, but they had him dead to right. They couldn't not do it. Yeah. and they didn't even want to do it, but they had to, man. Yeah. Like it was just like, yeah. That's like. Yeah, I know people change, but at the end of the day, that would still leave a bad taste in my mouth as a man. At the end of the day, yeah, you can forgive, but you don't forget, and that still don't make. He's still a whole ass nigga, regardless. He's still a weasel.
Because I mean, that eventually led to Shaq whole situation getting fucked off. And,
do you think all the people that Nicky Barnes snitched on, regardless of how well he took care of him, you still think they don't think he a whole ass nigga? He still ain't got a contract on his head after all these years. Think again. Are you gonna forgive us? Or you don't forgive? You ain't finna forgive that.
Yeah, it's just certain shit that.
What you mean? I don't know what cloth you're cut from, but people I know, and how and I ain't even involved with. I've never been involved with no street activity. It's just guy code. It's just respect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say it in no mean way or nothing like that. But it's just like. Nah, bro. It's just certain shit I can't tolerate. If you can do that, you'll do other shit, regardless of how reformed you want to make the public think you are. Because we all know you're a weasel in your personal life.
Man, Frank Lucas' whole situation was just, that whole thing. I was just watching some shit, and they was talking about his little kinfolk, because he had his kinfolk. They was out in, they was in Jersey. His cousins was in Jersey. He was in NY or something like that. And them motherfuckers, you could tell they I think if it wouldn't have been the laws and his whole little situation, his kinfolk probably would, because they was on some shit. I saw the interview where they was all really talking and shit. He was like, well, Frank ain't even know he was making more money out there in Jersey than he was. He was about to take over. If you don't shut your ass up, that nigga put you on and all that other shit.
No, he ain't respected as a man. He's respected as a ball player. Don't ever get that twisted. Yeah. You the one who, like, it ain't even no point even addressing you no more, Ed, man, because you in last place, bro. Everybody else knows what it is but you. You know what I'm saying? So you the one, who gonna go to bat. Like, I mean, you'll go to bat for him. If you a fan, that's cool. If you respect what he do, that's cool. I don't respect him. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. He's still a hoe ass nigga. He will always be that.
Man, Sean, here's the deal, man. Honestly, you can listen to the media, but fuck the media, because if you really want to know what was real, you go to Vegas. You look at what Vegas is saying, because Vegas is all about the money. Opinions ain't. Opinions like assholes. Everybody got one. But when you start talking about paper and putting money on it, Vegas is all about the money. So they gonna put the right information. Exactly. They gonna tell you what's really good. And them boys telling you right now, the Rockets and the Golden State has the same odds to win the title. So what is that telling you?
Yep.
You can listen to the pundits.
That means
listen to the money.
And they bringing in money. If they get money, if they winning you money, if they helping you build up a financial institution, then how in the hell can you not know, bro? I'm just saying, like, it is what it is.
Man, Jay Dizzle, you right about that, man. What do you think about that? I agree. Mike Vick cousin was worse than Kobe.
And Ed, man, they do it all the time. What are you talking about? Like, bro, you sleep? Like, bro, I mean, really, like, what world do you live in? You don't live in America. Yeah, they do this shit for people who they want to do it all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't ever talk about the
they doing it for Donald Trump right now. What is you talking about?
Man, Vic Cousin was the biggest mark ever. I took all them charges. Hey, that was me. That's my dog. This shit. This is my house. This is my dude. I invented this shit. I was the first nigga ever have a dog hanging machine. Nigga, I took all the charges. Yeah. You got me? Mike, you got me? Oh, I'm good. Okay.
I would have been in jail smiling like a motherfucker. I know my comment.
What? In that whole cooling. You know what I'm saying?
And Michael Vick still getting money, and I'm gonna be taken care of when I come out. You think Michael Vick ain't finna take care of you after he had just got $100 million contract in Atlanta? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You was gonna have every bit of $10 million when you came out.
You'd have been good. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, it'd have been better for him to give it to you than him to lose all the shit, to lose every fucking thing. But like I say, it is what it is.
No, the media don't hate Trump. I don't know what media you talking about. I can't tell. Fuck, plenty of them. Every time I turn it on, they loving this motherfucking ass. Yeah. I don't know what you talking about.
Vice versa. I see a little bit on both sides. I see some.
Yeah. Rachel Maddow hate him. Yeah. The Democratic media hate him. Yeah, but everybody else, everybody else, and including people that live here in this country, support and love his mentality because an overwhelming majority of the population voted for him. So we're gonna act like we don't see that either. But I digress.
But either way you go with that, like I say, that whole we'll have to talk about that one day. We have to get a den going or something soon, and we have to talk about that situation. Shit, might fuck around, could do a little drink den before we get too late before the stores close. So we'll see. But the thing about that, man, is shit. Because Hillary, honestly, I don't know if Hillary would have been too much better. Shit. Because she got
I didn't vote for either one of them.
She
both
got
of
some
them
shit
trash.
going on.
Both of them were trash. Neither one of them ain't gonna do shit for my people. So fuck them.
Shit,
That's what I get.
Honestly, Hillary might have fucked around and done worse shit because she was the reason.
Oh yeah,
the shit started like this in the first place. That was
she
her bill. Like not even Bill Clinton. She started that shit.
She didn't put more black men and women in jail than anybody else in the country. But nobody wants to talk about that. She was part of the NAFTA program. She's part of why they say, oh, why are the Mexicans getting all the jobs and why are they shipping all the jobs to Mexico? Well, her and Bill Clinton signed off on that. You know what I'm saying? And not even to mention that the fact that she had a hand in Muammar Gaddafi's death. You know what I'm saying? But you know, people just got to do their own due diligence and find out, what these people have done. Fuck Hillary Clinton, what she stands for, her family. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck them all.
Say, man, I look at all politicians the same, man. They all got there by doing some hoe ass shit. Because you really to get anywhere as a politician, you got to talk down on another man's name. It's not your own merits. Yep. It's not the shit that you really did and what you accomplished. It's the shit that how much shit can I talk about my opponent? How much shit can I smear? Like, man,
that's all it's about.
Yeah, politics to me, it's a dirty game, but then it's still the same game that control the fucking lane. You know
I saw clearly what she was when she ran against Barack. And the shit that she was doing in that campaign, I was like, this bitch dirty. I can never take her serious. From then, I can never take her seriously. And not that I didn't have no problems with some shit that Barack Obama did, because I feel he could have done better in some areas as well. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, he was what the country needed at the time, I suppose. You know what I'm saying? And, it is what it is. A lot of people didn't like him being, but, a lot of people didn't like him being the president for other reasons. I mean, they could sit there and act like they didn't like him because of other shit with his policies. You didn't even know what his fucking policies were.
Man, Sean, you ain't lying. That House of Cards was good, but I stopped watching after the little weird scene. I know you know what I'm talking about. Everybody watch it, I ain't gonna ruin it for you. It was a good show, and it's not a main thing, but after I seen that one scene, I was like, man, I'm a chill on that one. After that, but it was a good show. That's the whole thing. It was a damn good show. Like, 'cause at first people was telling me about the House of Cards. Like, man, I ain't finna watch this shit. I don't like this old political drama bullshit. I started watching that bitch. That bitch was
McMahon spitting that real. McMahon Hot 100 spitting that real shit.
Hey, but I just saw something though. They said that that Trump's campaign was modeled after one of Jesse Ventura's campaigns. They were saying some shit like that. I don't know the full detail, but like I said, that's some other shit. That's a different conversation. If we may slide into a little drink then tonight, we're gonna see what's up. Matter of fact, let's make that shake. Let's make that shake. I'm gonna call it a wrap here. So we've been holding down for about 2 hours. Well, I mean, the thing streamed for about almost 2 hours 40 minutes.
Damn, it's been that long?
Yeah. We put in what you get. When the sauce get flowing, you don't even be knowing. It's just
I feel you, man.
You're
right.
So I want to say shout out to everybody who didn't held it down, man. I thank y'all, man. Like I said, I can't say that shit enough. Like, I thank y'all sincerely from the bottom of my soul. You know what I'm saying? So,
shit, if you ain't Trizzy, and if you ain't in the one in the trade, then it don't count. If you in the one by name, if close to Maine, it don't count.
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, the one in the trade is the way, man. That's why I be trying to tell boy, like them other ones, they cool. But if it ain't the one in the tray, it ain't the way, man. Like it's just something different, man. You know what I'm saying? And boy say I'm high hungry. So that's a BET, man. But this is what we gonna do. So we gonna slide up in the den. And we gonna have some real talk conversation. There's some things we gonna talk about. We gonna slide a bitch. I'm gonna run to the little corner or something real quick. I'll grab a little beverage or something.
The draft on the 28th. Mm-hmm. Ed, man.
Yeah, I pull that up. I pull up the thing so y'all can see.
And that whole weekend finna be lit for the Sauce Nation. Mm-hmm. Just know that.
Oh, it's truly going down. So make sure y'all a part of that, man. Make sure y'all in the mix. Make sure y'all in the house for that. But yeah, like I said, give me a few. I'm slide, but I still grab a little beverage, something to sip on, and then we're gonna pour it up, We'll slide in the Kush Den. If you're not familiar with the Kush Den, man, link in the description below. Or just look up Kush Den on YouTube. It's in the featured things too, so you can find it. And we're gonna get in. We're gonna have some real talk conversation. We're gonna talk about some things, Kush Den style. So that's a BT Wink. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Man, just shout out to everybody who came through, man. If y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and go to the link in the description. Go to Third Coast Sports TV, or Honcho can put it in the chat, and y'all can subscribe. I'll probably be dropping some videos tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best to drop 3 videos tomorrow. I might do 2 live streams and just a video as an upload, because I wanted to do some shit today, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover a couple of boxing topics, and we're gonna talk some Texans on the live stream tomorrow. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
Eduardo, so you said Ed Oliver being added to the Texans front, that would be nasty. That would be
what happened?
You talking about if Ed Oliver going to be added to the Texans front 7 next year. That would be nasty, but then that would be a bad thing unless the Texans have to move up, because Ed Oliver going to be a top pick. Ed Oliver, when do you hear about defensive linemen being in the conversation for the Heisman? So that should tell you something. Not in a Big 5 conference. You know what I'm saying? At the American Athletic Conference, and they got this man named in conversations a defensive lineman as a Heisman candidate. You don't hear shit like that. And so the thing is, for us to be able to get close to having access to him, we'd have to have a shit season. So, I mean, unless we pull some kind of power move or some other shit, but so
I mean, what has worked out in our favor, well, at least when Rick was here, like dudes that we didn't even think was attainable. Like before 2014, who in their wildest dreams would have ever thought we would have been in contention to go even be in a position to go be number 1 overall to get Jadeveon Clowney. And in this past season, we just got Deontay Foreman of last year's draft, and everybody else we drafted were very feasible players for us to get. But the fact that we got Deshaun Watson and Zach Cunningham, who most people on this team didn't even think we had a chance to get, let alone what is it? Go ahead. And like you didn't even think like that shit was even possible. And then the shit got spoken into existence, and it happened. And while the shit has been happening like that for the Houston Texans over the last few years, but I can also say that it happened with a specific GM that we just let go. I ain't gonna say no names, but I mean, he made shit happen. People like to sit here and act like he ain't make shit happen, but he got us probably the greatest quarterback we'll ever have in a Houston Texans uniform, and he did that on his way out. So I mean, maybe he didn't draft the quarterback because that's what he wanted, a transcendent talent, and not just shit his talent off on somebody like Andrew Luck or RG3 or Garoppolo or Derek Carr, because Derek Carr is about as average as any quarterback in this league. Like, he's not even a top 10 QB in my eyes. If y'all feel that way off of one season that he had 2 years ago, y'all can think that. He clearly showed with the exact same O-line, a better running back, and a little better defense. Even win the division the year before.
I'm not gonna knock Gaines all the way out right now, because like I say, he just had one.
Nah, me either.
And it was okay.
I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying certain moves happen when a certain GM was here. I'm just saying.
And I'm talking about Edman, because everybody say Rick Smith is better than Gaines. To be honest, initially I didn't like what Gaines had going, but he pulled a power move with the Badger, and he's been signing most of the contracts that he issued out were decent, and they had good out clauses and things for the Texans to get up out of those. So I think that so far it's all right, but it's not. Like I feel like we got to look and see what he does with this draft. Having some limited ass. Now, if he pulls a power move in the draft and then does something, then we'll start talking about some things. It's just gonna take. He's gonna have to have a full, like I say, a free agency and a draft before I really just start saying this, that, or the third.
Derek Carr is trash, bro. Like, Derek Carr has been subpar. Average. He doesn't even have he has one winning record his entire football career, and he had Khalil.
All right, I'm gonna hook y'all up.
Well, they didn't have that, bro. If you're a good quarterback, you could have took, because look at what Deshaun Watson was able to do with this O-line, and what Carson Wentz was able to do in his first season. Carson Wentz has only been in the league 2 years, and he's already better than Derek Carr. Yeah. Period. He's already better than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, his team just went to the Super Bowl and won. Shit. That by far.
So why is the rookie year better than Carr? Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like Derek Carr is by far one of the most overrated quarterbacks that has come out over the last few years. You can sit here and try to make a case for him, and everything you're gonna say gonna get negated and knocked down because you cannot out argue him being a top 10 QB. Period.
Yeah, nah, he ain't that.
He is not that.
Yeah, you gotta look at that.
And just like great quarterbacks make all their talent around them better. That's what all the great quarterbacks do. Andrew Luck was doing it at one point in time. Phillip Rivers is doing it. Drew Brees is doing it. Big Ben is doing it. Russell Wilson is doing it. Deshaun Watson is doing it. Fucking Matthew Stafford is doing it. Matt Ryan is doing it.
Yes, sir.
Who else I can say? He's not even better than Kirk Cousins to me. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I'm on the record. He's not better than Kirk Cousins to me.
Damn.
Like he's not better. He's not better. He's not better. He's not better. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, he ain't better. He ain't a better passer. He ain't a better passer. He's not.
Do we gotta put it? Do we gotta put it in the Crow book? If they talk about it, they saying top 8 or 9 and going too far.
I just named
Cousins has done it with.
I just named like 9 or 10 quarter
with nothings. But again, again, man, I appreciate everybody who came through, showed love, and I'm gonna dip to this stove real quick, and then we'll be back. We're sliding it in, and we're gonna talk some shit. Y'all know how that goes. Kush Den, so make sure y'all are part of that. I want to shout out to Wink, man, making it another great Wink Wednesday as always. Held it down for the entire time. I know we went long, but stayed in strong.
Now he blaming the coaching staff. Bro, you got more excuses, bro. Man, I swear to God, bro. You got every excuse for these dudes, bro. When you great regardless. He's not good. At the end of the day, and if he need the greatest coach and the greatest staff to be a great quarterback and uplift his team, then bro, that just goes to show you that he's a system quarterback and he won't thrive unless he has the right person in place. That ain't the case with Deshaun Watson now. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? So what you talking is, come on, bro, just give up hope. Matter of fact, you can head to the garage like you usually do.
Hey, why y'all bullshit? Look, I need to find like a little gift action or something that go in this little box. So I was gonna use this little box just to hold a little reaction things like when we do the round table and shit like that, just so that the little, the rock and all the little motherfuckers, they'll have like a little spot and not be overlapping shit. But I'm gonna find a garage gift that'll make it look like that bitch open up. Whatever somebody just say something off the wall. So whatever you call for somebody to go to the garage, that bitch just gonna do the little box is gonna open up and shit is just gonna open and close and some shit. We go figure something out. We gonna keep this shit live. Yeah. It's gonna be live and entertaining, man. We gonna make
just
sure
have like somebody got a remote in their hand, aiming it towards the damn garage, and they lift up, and it's got a car inside. That's all you need. That's all you need, though. I know they got that on.
Yeah, we gonna make that shake. That shit. Somebody said Baker Mayfield. I ain't watched enough Mayfield.
Or winning MVP next year, bro. Kill yourself right now.
No, but on that note, we finna call it a wrap. I'm finna hit stuff and go get that.
Yeah. We done. I got other shit to do right now. Please end the stream.
That's a bit, man. Shout out to Wink. Shout out to the whole roundtable. If you like I say, hit them links in the description below. Go show some love to Wink. Go show some love to everybody. I appreciate everybody who came through, held it down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit me on one of these platforms. Y'all done heard that boy Triz. Y'all want that shirt action. A couple of y'all done hit me. Make sure y'all hit me with your size and address so I can make sure we get that to you, man. Like
all right, I'm finna send you my shit right now.
Already. And I'm when you send it to him, I'm sending you Trey's number because he told me to shoot that to you, so I got you. All right. So that's a BT, man. With that being said, man, Sauce Nation, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all came through like a motherfucking dream. And with that being said, y'all stay saucy because y'all the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the world, and I mean that. So with that being said, we out.